No, Black Betty. I wanna share the live, but I can't. I can't log in on my other device. Um, I can't log in on my other device. I would love to be able to stream it. Yeah, he over there crashing out. I would love to watch it with y'all and we could all laugh. I think it would be good. BG said he'll be here shortly. Okay. That's fine. I would love to bet. Um so here's the thing. Oh, hold on. So apparently there's a live being held in my honor. You know, it's Sunday and y'all know what that means. every Sunday, it's got to be at least one live about me. I don't ask me why. I don't ask for the attention, but um, if they want me, if they want to crash out, I'm gonna let them. You know what I'm saying? If they want to crash out, I'm gonna let them. Right? Who gonna stop them? Not public on the Summer Jam screen on the Lord's Day. I need to watch y'all. I need to watch y'all on the I need to watch the live. It's very interesting. Um Joey, what's good?
Hey, howdy.
How's it going, brother?
Can't complain. It's a good Sunday.
That's right. I agree. There we go. What's going on with you?
So, yeah. So one thing I'm just a little confused. Are you saying like people shouldn't listen to men's feelings? Is that the stance that you're taking? I just want to clarify.
I asked 3 questions. Which one do you could answer the questions if you would like to.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Why should people's feelings be validated?
Nope.
That's the only way you're going to make friendships with people. If people don't feel like they're being listened, they're going to cut you out.
No, it says why should men's feelings be validated? So let's so I'll help you out a little bit on this in this regard. So I'm not talking about you individually in this moment because I don't know you nor your feelings, right? But as a group, should men's feelings be validated?
I mean, I guess that's the thing is people like to say like we're a group, but it's vague when you say every man because there's a million different opinions on men. You know, it's half the population.
Yeah, I never said every man.
Yeah. So I mean, I just don't believe in that whole like identity politics of like, oh, this is a man's feeling or this is a woman's feeling. Like at the end of the day, it's an individual's feeling.
No. Groups of people have that's like saying like we're talking about Christians. Do Christians not have very a similar ideology to one another? Do they not? You know, and I'm not saying like every Christian thinks exactly alike. It's not about that. It ain't an exact science. But generally speaking, do they not have like as a collective? Do they not have like a general message?
Yeah, I think that's pretty fair for Christians because it's like a movement.
Yeah, right. Okay, cool. What about like would you say like I don't know, police? Do they not all typically think, not all, but like as a group, do they not have a general message? Like so what I'm saying, like, hold on real quick. So most police officers vote a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Like they do, like they have they do a lot of things in common, right? They have a lot of things in common. I'm not talking about what they eat. You know, I'm not talking about what color cars they like to drive. I'm not talking about stuff like that. I mean, like politically, for the most part, they kind of align with a certain agenda. Is that not fair to say?
No, I'll give that to you.
Okay. Men. Now, hold on. Now we almost there. Now, men in this country, generally speaking, do they not have very similar politics? Especially when it comes to things surrounding like gender or race?
Yeah, so that's where I kind of disagree with you. I think when you get to that level of like man versus woman, it becomes so broad, it becomes diluted. That's all.
Yeah, that's a cop out though, because it's not. It's really most men think a certain way about specific things. Like if I name, like once again, like I said, if I talk about gender, most men think the same way about gender. Most men have the same level of education when it comes to gender. Most men most men are misogynistic. Most men, you know what I mean? Like that's not a mystery there, right? So yeah, I don't know what do you mean? Right? Like acting like human beings are completely individualistic is one of the biggest lies that anybody has ever tried to tell me. As if we're not socialized.
I guess that's where ultimately we have a disagreement. I view things for the lens of the individual versus you like to view them for the lens of like identity and whatever identities they pick.
I like to view them through the lens of reality, right? Like through the lens of science, through the lens of historical context, things of that nature, historic context. How you're looking at it is not, to me, it's, to say the least, it's not prudent. Like it doesn't make sense to act like you would have to go to every individual person in America, every individual man in America, and ask that man, what do you think about this? In your mind, I'm saying for you to get like a general idea of what men think, that's the only way for you to do that. You think that makes sense?
I think when it comes to a debate or like looking at it from the views of government, maybe I could see that. But when it's coming from the views of like interpersonal relationships, I think applying that worldview that these groups are like this is bias and can actually be harmful.
How is saying that most men misogynistic biased, and I'm a man?
Yeah. Ultimately, you can say whatever you want, but if you encourage that belief that pretty much all men are misogynistic, that contributes to the decline of essentially communication between groups, makes one group feel attacked, and overall it just leads to the issue getting worse, I think.
So you're saying ignore the issue and play stupid.
No.
So you didn't answer, but you didn't answer my question. Are most men not misogynistic? How is that hurtful, acknowledging that most men are actually misogynistic? You would have to explain that to me.
Yeah, sure. So would you agree with me misogynistic is a negative term? Yeah,
of course it is.
Cool. So when you say that men are bad or all groups are bad,
nope.
Is that not the same?
No. Answer my question. Please don't deflect, right? I asked you, are most men not misogynistic? That's what I'm asking you. First start there. Yes or no? Are most men misogynistic? Yes or no?
On a global stage, probably.
What? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, look,
in America, you globally, it makes it even worse, of course, right? But in America, however you want to do it, most men are misogynistic. So most men in the world, you're saying, is misogynistic. Cool. I'll take that too.
I would say most of the world is a lot more traditional than the United States. But I would say that in the United States, I wouldn't go as far as say the majority are misogynistic.
The majority of the men in the world are misogynistic, and especially in the United States. Misogyny is rampant in the United States, just like it is everywhere around the world. The United States are most white people racist?
I would say this generation, no.
Any generation. And what is this generation? Gen Alpha? Gen Z? Millennials? Huh?
How old are you?
I'm 42.
Okay. I'm in my 20s.
Mm-hmm. So Gen Z is racist, yeah.
Yeah, I disagree with you on that.
Yeah. I also think that white people who deny that most white people are racist is a red flag that they're probably racist.
And that's okay. You can be entitled to that opinion.
Yeah. So the same way that a man that tries to pussyfoot around the question if most men are misogynistic, probably misogynistic. and then trying to deflect and say that, oh, well, that's a bad thing to point out the fact that most men are misogynistic. Like, that's the problem. Pointing out that most men are misogynistic, that's the real issue. Not men actually being misogynistic. Not us, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not the problem, right? Men actually being misogynistic, whatever. I'm gonna obfuscate. I'm gonna say stuff that's not true at all and say men in America are like whatever, and then and then say like, and then turn around and say, but that's the real problem, is you guys trying to call out the fact that most men are misogynistic. You talking about most men are actually, most white people are racist. That's really the problem. Because in my mind, I think if we just stop talking about misogyny and racism, it'll disappear, which is also the biggest lie ever told. Like, it's up there. So what's the point? Do you like? Sure. Do you want my
point? Can I finish?
Yeah, go ahead. You can.
My point is that I presented very little to you. You made the assumption that I'm racist and misogynistic based on a 2-minute conversation because of your bias.
No.
Ultimately, that will isolate you from the rest of the world, and that's okay. You can do that, but it is ultimately going to hurt you.
Joey, I almost guarantee you I know more people than you and talk to more people than you on a day-to-day basis. So I'm not isolated from anybody. I've just started this live. There's 245 people in here. You think I'm isolated from the world? I literally have a house full of people right now. I have a whole family in my house. You see what I'm saying? You see how when you make an assumption, it sounds dumb. And then when I make an assumption, it's actually accurate. Because you said based on a 2-minute conversation, but it don't take that long. First of all, like I said, because historically, most white people have proven to be racist. Historically, most men have proven to be misogynistic. So just working on that basis alone, I can already put you in that category more than like, on both of those things, right? Then based on the things you said, when I asked you, are most men misogynistic, and you deflected, right? And prior to that, you said that the real problem is us actually talking about misogyny. That was a red flag. That to me, like I said, that type of stuff, it don't take long. I got to talk to you for 3 days to figure out you're misogynistic when you are literally in real time trying to deflect and not have a conversation about the problem, and you want to put the blame on the people that want to talk about the problem. How else am I supposed to interpret that, sir? Make it make sense. I don't get it.
You're the judge, jury, and executioner, and I hope you continue to play that role. I wish you the best, and take care.
Okay. Oh my God. These pseudo-intellectuals, the pseudo-intellectualism, and just like you guys can see, it's not just black men, by the way. White men can be just as pseudo-intellectual as I've had plenty of white men come up here and be very pseudo-intellectual. Like, you guys have pretty much almost every white man I've had up here has been a pseudo-intellectual. Like, the only Jeff and JW are the only 2 white men that I've had on the panel in recent times that I would consider to not be anti-intellectuals. Both of them. That's it. Every other white man that I have had on this panel, they have been completely anti-intellectual, antagonistic, dismissive, all of that stuff, right? It's crazy. But yeah, back to what I was saying. I would love to have this conversation. And I also would love to listen to the crash out happening right now online. But I don't think I'm going to be able to listen to the crash out online because my device is not working. It's pretty annoying. It's pretty bad. Yeah. It's wild listening to men try to mask, and then when you just are like, yeah, you're masking. I see through it. And then they go, well, if you think so. Like, yeah, I see through it. How long do you think I need to talk about you? Was he or is he just a young narc? Both. Oh, of course, white men are worse because they have white men are the. If you're dealing with if you have to struggle with racism and misogyny simultaneously, you're going to be worse. Like it's no 2 ways about it. if you have to deal with racism or misogyny, that's a good luck. Good luck with that one. BG, what's good with it?
What's going on? You wanted me to, I guess, say what I was saying over there?
Yeah, I would love to hear your thoughts. Like you were saying over there. Well, you can start from the beginning because I don't, you know what I mean? Like you kind of got to give a little backstory.
Oh yeah, basically they just was speaking on some case you had with a lady, I guess.
Case.
Say what?
It wasn't a case?
A case? Okay, not case. A situation with a lady.
Oh, okay.
Where like you basically did something to her, she was just speaking on that. And then everybody else was speaking on like their encounters with you. And then basically I just said something in comments. The creator lifted me up and let me speak. And so I was just like, I don't appreciate you like really speaking on like black relationships, being in a relationship with a white woman, talking about what women do and this, that, and the third, like all women are the same, right? And like you don't even know anything about the black. Well, I can't say you don't know nothing about the black experience, but like actually going that distance, like you probably brag about being with your lady, your wife, for like double digits of years marriage. But have you ever been married to a black woman? And for you to speak on that as a black man and then to degrade, not even degrade, because I feel like sometimes you do just call out misogyny, which you're doing like right now, which is all right. It's cool. No issues with that. But yeah, I spoke on my issues. You, your white wife, and the fact that you speak on black issues a lot, especially between black men, and their women are how we go about in relationships. But you have a different experience when it comes to actually going the distance with a black woman.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Have you ever been with a white woman?
Not romantically.
Okay, but you slept with a white woman. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So you haven't actually been in a relationship with a white woman. Okay.
No, I don't see any. There's nothing there for me, so I don't see them as compatible.
Well, you slept.
I haven't experienced it.
Well, you slept with them, so you saw something compatible.
You speak on this all the time that men would do stuff like that, especially when they're not conscious or not even conscious. Like, let's just say educated at the point.
What are you talking about?
As far as like, go ahead. Well, no, you talk.
I'm saying you sleep with or have slept with white women. I'm guessing. What do you mean? I've talked about this before. I talk about that men like especially like the pseudo intellectual black men who act like they care about black women. And just because they're hunching on a black woman, they'll be like, "Oh, I love black women." I'm like, I find that to be funny. And then when you talk to them, come to find out they actually used to hunch on white women, and you would probably still hunch on a white woman if you got the opportunity. So so just because, like, I don't know if you know that though, like saying that you were willing to sleep with a white woman but not date one, you think that makes you any better? You think black women hear that and go, "Oh, thank God he wouldn't marry one"? Like you know what I'm saying? Like, well, how do you think that they interpret that from you?
I don't expect them to interpret my experience because I'm not speaking to them. I'm speaking to you. So I'm kind of confused about that point. We've kind of all done things in our life. I haven't only slept with a white woman before. When I was younger, I dated a lot of other ethnicities before. Not saying I was biased, but I actually dated a Spanish, Indian, Asian. I come from California, you feel me? So like it's kind of normal for us. I ain't gonna say all of us, but some of us to be around other ethnicities. And so it wasn't really something I really focused on until I came to the South. And so you to point that out, it's just more like, I don't think you're getting what I'm saying. It's like, oh no, I've dealt with them. I've been around them long enough to realize, we don't really see eye to eye. And I find that I'm more compatible with a black woman. That's what. And
how long?
I don't want no brownie points. I don't need.
Yeah. Nothing. And how long did it take you to realize that?
I did that when I was from probably like, I don't even count this stuff, but okay, from like 10 to about 17.
So at 17 years old, you moved to the South and you realized that you didn't like non-black women?
No, I realized that through dealing with them.
I know. At what age did you realize that?
I can't really say I can pinpoint the age. It just came to a reality that I'm more compatible with black women because I last longer in relationships with them and we have more in common. I don't know if I have to remember the exact age. I don't know why that's important to you.
Well, because two things. A, I'm from Cali too. So when you say, so when you say like, "Oh, I'm from Cali," and that's why, I was exposed to all these different ethnicities, but then, and that's what was going on. I never moved to the South. I'm still in Cali. And then you try to turn around and judge me for doing the same thing you did, A, you're contradicting yourself. And B, the thing that the real thing, let me just cut to the chase. I feel like we pussyfooting around the thing. So BG, I don't think you care anything about black women, right? I think you despise black women actually. And my proof of that is you and the reason and before I say that, the reason why y'all go into those like little hate groups and start being upset with me is because I expose that fact, right? Like I expose your hypocrisy like I'm doing right now, and I'm going to expose it further. So when you were in that live, I wish I could play it. I have the recording because I recorded it. You said, and here's what y'all always say. I tell you this in real time. I'm like, it never fails. So you said just the same shit you said right now. You was like, oh, I don't want him speaking on black relationships, which is a weird take because relationships are relationships are relationships. And the reason why I was asking is because I've been with black women and I've been with non-black women. And one thing I know for sure is when it comes to a relationship, all women are the same. And I don't mean that with any disrespect. I'm saying that because at the end of the day, it is two people in a relationship and we tend to have the same issues, right? Lying is an issue. Cheating is an issue. Not listening is an issue. Not respecting. Like, you think that that's different with a white woman or a black woman or an Indian woman or an Asian? Like, it's the same fucking thing. In every relationship I've ever been in, ever observed, whatever the case may be, it ain't like Asian women and Asian men have a specific group of problems. And black men and black women have a specific group of problems. And you know that. But y'all try to act like that. See? So and lastly, the funniest thing was you said what you said about me dating a white, marrying a white woman, right? And then in the next breath, you said because he doesn't have to deal with black women, he doesn't have to deal with their aggressiveness. That's what you said. That's what you said. Black women are aggressive, which is a red flag, sir. That is a trope about black women. That is a white tea supremacist talking point. And you, the pseudo-intellectual black man who acts like he loves black women, had the audacity to say that I shouldn't be able to speak on black issues when A, I'm black, and secondly, you have never heard me degrade black women at all. Not one time. You never heard me degrade black men. I don't call y'all call black men Pookies and Ray Rays and Tyrones and shit. I don't use that fucking language. I don't degrade black men or black women at all. I just speak the truth. I speak the honest to God truth about black men and black women and men and women in general. But here you are lying about black women. So what I want to know is why do you have a clear disdain for black women, but then get mad at me for talking to black women sometimes? Like, because I'm not even, my shit ain't even targeted towards black women, but black women gravitate towards me. I gravitate towards, because I'm black, right? That's that's how the algorithm works. So I'm very curious as to what is your actual issue with me? Because it's not that, because you obviously don't like black women and you don't care about the black community. So what is your real issue with me?
They said a lot. They definitely said a lot about me, huh? My only issue is exactly what I stated. I believe that you are a fraud. I believe that you trauma bond with the women on your live, predominantly black women.
What does trauma bond mean? What does trauma bond mean?
Trauma bond basically where you bring up issues that they probably experienced before or speak on things that they probably talk about. You probably seen them speak on. And then you use that as a point to connect with them. That's
not trauma bonding, BG.
I don't care. You asked me.
I know. I'm just telling you. That's not what I know. I'm helping you out. That's not.
You already knew it, but you asked me.
Yeah, because I know that you don't know the words you're using, which proves to me that you're. I'm just telling you. So when you use words out of context, and to me, unintentionally or intentionally, it really shows that you are the one who indeed is the fraud. It's not me, because everything I'm saying makes sense. What you're saying makes zero sense. I'm not how am I trauma bonding with women? But go ahead, I'm listening.
That's cool. Thank you. You asked me to explain where I was coming from, so I gave you the floor. I thought she was gonna do the same. And so basically that's just what I have noticed about you. Like, I've seen this act before, especially, ban the cash app, $50 to drive, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's cool. That's what people are doing online to make some money. And so I see those movements. I see what kind of topics you speak on and how you make sure that you invalidate men's feelings, even though you're a man, so your feelings need to be validated, which you believe that's true. I heard you say that before.
You heard me say what before?
In order, well, hold on. You said I can explain now.
Yeah, no, but I want you to wait. You heard me say what before?
I heard you say that men's feelings should be invalidated.
Yeah, that's my prompt right now. I've never said my feelings should be validated, though.
No, I never said that you did.
Oh, that's what it sounded like. That's what you were saying. That's why I was asking.
Okay, it sounded like, just let you know.
Okay.
I'm saying that you also believe the same, because obviously you do, right? Cool. And so, yeah. And so basically I just spoke on that, just my truth about what I see about you and how I feel about you. But, you know, that doesn't mean it's true. I usually watch you to see, hey, maybe I could be wrong. Maybe I'm just being suspicious and something's wrong with me. Maybe I'm projecting. Whatever,
you are 100. All those things are 100% true. I'm glad. I hope. I really wish that you would.
That's cool. I always leave that open because I'm not biased about how I feel. How I feel and what's the truth is completely different. So and I will never know that because I don't know you. But 1 minute before you start. Can you play back my audio? Since I can't.
I really wish I could. I can't. I got it on my. I can't. It's on my.
I said black women are aggressive. I would love for you to prove that.
Oh yeah. I will. I swear, brother. Here, you know.
No, you don't have to swear. No. You have facts. Damn. You don't have to swear nothing. You have a fact. You have it recorded.
Yeah, I do.
So just play it when you get a chance, so I can hear that myself. Because hey, I can't listen to me.
Yeah. Yeah. You said that, and that's the thing that you got. I don't know. That's why I if you don't even know that you said that, maybe you do just be talking, right? Because you said it like 20 minutes ago.
I just don't remember me saying that, but you know it because you have it as proof. I kind of thought it was psychotic that you was keeping up with people that don't agree with you, even though your name is like public offender. You know what I'm saying? So like your job is to offend people, so like you should expect it. Like anybody make videos about me, I don't even look at it because I said what I said because that's how I feel and that's what I believe in. But you
didn't make a video about me.
I did.
That's not. Hold on, wait.
No, hear me out. I'm just talking about if people have an issue with what I'm saying. I made a video about you because I have an issue with you. What do you mean? When it comes to me and how you feel about me, you just said a whole bunch of stuff about me. Public, I can care less. You ain't nobody to me. To these people online.
Then why would you make videos about me? Hold on, wait, BG. But make it make sense though. Why would you make a video about a person that's nothing to you? Y'all got to stop saying stupid stuff like that. Obviously, why? Hold on. I'll raise you making a video about me to why would you go into somebody's live and then talk about me if you don't care about me? Like none of that makes sense. Obviously, you care about me. There's no need to lie about it. You also said that you watch my lives, so you do care about. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like that's obvious. Come on, we ain't got to lie about that.
Cool. Now to explain that, it's more of what you're saying and how you're going about it, right? So to me, I'm to learn and all. To me, knowledge has no race, no color, no gender, no nothing. So if you're speaking some good shit, I'm gonna listen to you. Honestly speaking, I don't care if I don't like you or I don't agree with you. I'm not biased. Even if you're a woman,
that's not true.
It doesn't matter, right? That's how you feel. And so at the end of the day, when I made a video about you, I'm exposing, hey, I think he is a fraud. And so nobody can just say, hey, you ain't speak up on it. You just let this happen. No, I believe he's a fraud, and these are the reasons why I believe he is a fraud. That's it. Did I keep making videos about you? Or did, as a matter of fact, when the videos I made about you, you asked the question. And I stitched it and explained to you. You said, what do black women need to be held accountable for? I think you said just women. I don't know which one right now, but it's on my page. And so I just responded to that because it came up on my feed. I didn't even seek you out. A lot of the stuff that you do just pops on my feed because we follow each other, which is crazy because you said I was your op, which is crazy terminology to use. But I know we on the internet, so I know that don't mean nothing. You feel me? But like at the end of the day, you told me I was an enemy. I never said you was an enemy. I just called you a fraud. That's it. There's a lot of frauds running around here today. I can't do nothing about you right now. You know what I'm saying? Or just in general.
What are you talking about? You know you can't, like, I don't, brother. So I'm gonna use y'all like language, bro. You and men who think like you, right? So just me. Nah, because you think like a lot of these other, I know. But you think like BG. Listen.
Talk to me.
You think like a lot of these other men, right? But so I want to tell you, I got you, man. So the thing is that if somebody called you a fraud, right, to your face, I'm saying real life, how would you process that?
Because I'm older now and because I don't want to go to jail. Hey, that's how you feel. I don't care.
Yeah, no, but how would you process it? I didn't say what would you do. I said how would you process it? How would you take it? How would you take it?
I would take offense to that, especially if I wasn't a fraud. I would take offense to it, honestly.
Yeah.
If I was a fraud, I just laugh at you. I'm okay. I mean, shit, no matter if I take it back. To be honest, if a hit dog hollered, I probably would make a fuss about it. Like, what do you mean? What do I do? You know what I'm saying? What makes you feel that way? But honestly, since I'm not a fraud, or like if somebody was to come up to me and feel like that, I'll probably laugh it off. Most things that people say about me, like what you're saying now, I do just laugh it off because, like, you don't know me.
But so I do know. I
expected you, public offender, to like laugh a lot of stuff off because does it stop your platform?
But wait, hold on, BG. Wait.
Talk too fast, my bad.
No, you're not talking too fast. I hear you. Just a couple things. I do laugh it off. anybody, brother, if you ever been in my lives, y'all don't faze me one bit, right? And I clearly upset you guys. I upset you, Ty, all those dudes y'all was on that panel whining about me. You know what I'm saying? Like grown ass men on a Sunday whining about another man. When you got my DM, you got my contact. I've invited you on my live many a times. You could have came up here and said, that's be the thing that always be throwing me for a loop. Y'all will go into other people's spaces. Ty will start his own live. That I be inviting y'all, come over here, come have the conversation. I go live 4 hours a day on average. Y'all can come over here and come holler at me anytime, right? But y'all don't ever show up unless I invite you. I got to ask you. I got to catch you lying on me on another panel or whatever. Then, all right, cool. I'll come over. And you know what I will say, BG, on some real shit. I do respect the fact that you came over here because the dudes the man whose live you was on, you want to talk about a fraud. He's a bigger fraud than you. He's a bigger fraud than you think I am. You see what I'm saying? But the problem is that when there's a sliding scale of fraudulent behavior, right? And what I think is that the reason, and I'm gonna lay this out for you clearly. The reason why I think you are a fraud, and it's the same reason why I think Ty is a fraud, but y'all go about it in different ways. But so when a black man acts like for 1 second that they care about who another black man is dating, the race of the woman I'm dating, first and foremost, that's automatically a red flag because I'm a black man. I've been a black man my whole life, and I've been raised around all different types of black men. And one thing I know about black men in general is black men covet white tea women. Most black men covet white tea women. I'm sorry. I've seen it before with my own two eyes. Also, most black men, my personal experience, me with the white woman, you know how many black men, how you get one of you? I got to give me one of them. You know how many of those I've gotten from black men? The only time it has ever been an issue in my whole entire existence, I've been dating my wife for 17 years. The only time that black men has ever said anything about the race of my wife was when I started cooking y'all, was when I started exposing y'all problematic behaviors, right? Or our problematic behaviors, black men in general, right? As soon as I started exposing black men's problematic behaviors, y'all, and you didn't have anything to actually argue against. You didn't have you're not articulate enough. You're not informed enough. You're not intellectual enough to keep up with me in those arenas. So you pivot and go, oh, let me attack him personally. Let me find some way to triangulate black women against this black man, right? And it ain't working. And that pisses y'all off even more. So you can sit up here all day and say I'm a fraud, but I guarantee you cannot articulate to me how I'm actually a fraud or actually point out anything that I've actually said that contradicts itself. Not like name one thing, because I've just pointed out like several things that you've said and done that contradicts itself in this conversation alone, and in the one you had with Ty. Can you do that with me with one thing? Can you point out any one thing that I've ever said that was like, he says this about black people, but he does that, and not sleep with the white woman? Because that's not the same thing. I don't know if y'all know that. If I was a gay black man and I didn't sleep with women at all, would you be saying that?
I don't think you would probably be speaking on the things you.
No. Don't make an assumption. Hold on, BG. Don't make an assumption. Once again, if I was a gay black man who didn't sleep with women at all, black, white, or any type of woman, right? Fuck it. I'll give you one further. If I was an asexual person, if I was asexual and I wasn't gonna sleep with nobody, right? Would you be saying the same thing about me?
Yes, if you was using it for financial gain, or I believe so. Like a lot of times, if you pay attention to the keywords I use, I said I believe. That does my beliefs and my opinion does not make stuff true. That's why I said, hey, I can't do nothing about that. If people decide to believe you, that's what they decide to do. I believe what I believe. I pay attention to you because I feel like you are the light-skinned version of Derrick Jackson. That's what I believe. That's how I.
And what did Derrick Jackson believe?
Basically, that all men are trash, and basically, this is like all men are trash, and that women deserve better because men need to do better.
Okay.
So basically, that's my summary.
And how did Derrick go? And can you do you remember like his what he actually used to say to women? Like, and you know what I'm saying? Because he used to talk to women, right? Like all of his posts used to be like, women, this is how you spot a cheater. Women, if that man don't text you back after 30 minutes, he would say stuff like that. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. In all of my content, do I have anything like that?
I would have to really go through your
I'm saying, but from what? No. I'm saying, I'm asking. Hold on, wait. Listen to what I'm saying. You said I'm Derek Jackson. Oh, let's do the math. If I'm Derek Jackson and all of Derek Jackson's content was like that, can we agree on that? All of his content was like that, not just some. Everything that I've ever seen of Derek Jackson's was exactly what I just described.
I wouldn't be able to tell you that.
I would be lying if I told you anything different. Now go ahead.
BG, listen to what I'm saying. What videos of Derek Jackson's have you seen where he said something different, or he took a different approach to the one that I just described for you? Where he would go, because Derek Jackson would he not go to women, talk to women, and give women advice and be like, this is, hey, ladies, all his videos start off with women need to do this, or men are doing this. To like, wasn't that his whole shtick? Was like talking to women and telling women the truth about men? That was his thing, right?
I would agree, because from what I've seen, yes, I would agree.
Okay, cool. Now, once again, so if all of his and everything that we've ever seen between you and me, and I admit I ain't seen much of his stuff, but I've seen enough to make this assertion at this point. Out of all of the things that all of his content, right? If I asked you to go find a video where he addressed women directly and was like, hey, ladies, yada, 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 you can literally close your eyes, go to this page, click on the video, and voila, that's what it's going to be, correct?
Probably, yes.
Yeah.
I agree to that.
Okay, now, can you do the same thing for me? Can you close your eyes, go to my platform, click a video, and I start talking, and you hear me say, ladies, this is how you catch your women, this is how you catch your man cheating. 10 ways to tell if he's a narcissist. Like that's what I'm asking you.
I believe I could, but it wouldn't be about cheating.
About anything.
Some dumb stuff. Yeah,
about anything.
And it's crazy how these men do this and woo something like that. I can guarantee I probably could do that the same way I could do it with Jerry Jackson, just randomly. If I just scrolled up and let it slide and then press a button, I can guarantee I'll pick one of those videos before anything else. Okay,
I bet you 1,000. BG, I bet you $1,000 right now that you can't find one video of me talking to women.
Look, you already know a little extra money and make me up. But anyway, like I said,
let's hold on. Let's run it right now. $1,000. You find one video of me giving women advice. Find one for $1,000. One. If you don't do it, you got to give me $1,000 though.
Can I come back to this, because I am driving to the money right now?
Of course. I'll give you the time. I'll give you the time to do it.
I'll come back on that one, because like I said, I'm getting closer.
Hold on. So that's a yes? You take the bet?
Do I take the bet? Yeah, I take the bet.
Okay. How many hours do you have? I'll give you 12 hours.
You give me 12 hours? Give me 24, because I'll be on this shit, but I don't be on it like that.
All right. We'll see. I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting for your response, because, and here's the thing, I don't know if you know this. I know my content. So I find it funny that you think that I would bet you $1,000 and you think that I would forget or something like that. I know what I do and I know what I say. I'm not like you. Here's what I'm saying, BG. You forgot something that you said 25 minutes ago, and you expect to be and now you want me to believe that you know what my platform is, because you just said I'm the light-skinned Derek Jackson, right? Which I find to be hilarious, because I'm not light-skinned, and B, I'm not Derek Jackson. We don't say, our messages aren't. Derek Jackson is a misogynist. Derek Jackson is not anti-misogyny. He was definitely 100% a misogynist. He was a Christian.
You suffer from misogyny,
your phone cut out.
Didn't your wife tell you that, and that's when you start changing?
Say that again. Your phone cut out.
Oh, I said, didn't your wife expose that you was a narcissist? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, yeah. Didn't your wife expose to you that you was a narcissist and that you had internalized misogyny? I've heard you speak about this for yourself. Yeah. That's how you start learning and start doing better. So
no. So two things. A, my wife can't diagnose that I'm a narcissist. That's a medical condition, clinical thing, right? So
she exposed some things to you?
She just, because she's my wife.
Cool. She's your mirror. She lets you know.
Really how you she has had many conversations with me about many things. But the difference is that I listen to my woman. Y'all don't. Clearly.
Like me too.
You too. You included too. I know you in the group too, brother. It ain't no need to, hey, brother. It ain't no need of trying to lie. You ain't got to lie to kick it, fam.
I would not lie to you. You are not deserving of lying. Well, matter of fact,
You've been lying this whole time. See what I'm saying? You lying right now. You lied on me. You just lied on me right now when you said I'm like Derrick Jackson. That was a lie.
all the things, if you listen to keywords, was belief and opinion, which is how I feel. And I literally
And those equal lies, brother.
Hear me out.
Those equal lies,
How
BG.
I feel does not equal the truth. I don't know how you can consider that still alive. I tell you, hey, I can feel how I want. That don't mean it's the truth.
BG.
You're taking that wrong. And then you actually have facts to back what you're saying, to actually catch me with words that you said about me that said, I said black women are aggressive.
You did.
You have a whole video right now that you can play for your viewers right now. And
I don't. I have it, but I got to play it on my. I almost want to end the live and go on my other device so I can play it. Because
I'm saying you have facts to prove me to be an actual liar right now, or not, or saying something that you said I said, because I believe you just lied on me, because I don't remember saying that. You just said I don't remember stuff, but you have actual facts, actual proof. It is documented, and you will not use that to your advantage to show these women how much of a piece of a shit I am. I would love for you just to do it.
Okay.
Both of us, because I can grow from that.
Yeah. Okay. So like I said, as soon as damn, this shit is taking so long. Oh, I got 2 videos, but one of them is like 15 minutes long, and that's the one where you're talking because I recorded pretty much your whole thing. But so trust me, I'm gonna play it because I ain't that y'all. Anybody that knows me, when I say I ain't like these other niggas. When I say I got receipts, I produce the receipts expeditiously. So I got it. Don't worry, it's coming. But I just want to be clear though. When y'all can't hide behind you did this. And the other fella that came up here the other day, that's why I lump y'all all in together because y'all all act alike, right? When you start, when I start to actually press y'all, and this is why I be wanting to talk to y'all one-on-one, because it's different. It's like, I don't know if you ever box, right? But when you go hit the punching bag don't hit back. Everybody know that, right? So it's real easy to look good when you're working on that heavy bag, right? You look good when you jumping rope and when you hitting that speed bag, it look good. When you throwing hands and your coach is doing 1, 2, 3, you know what I'm saying? And you doing it, you look good. But it look totally different than when you get punched in your mouth. Now you got to react. And that's what's happening now, because now I punch you in your mouth and you don't know what to do. You lying. You start flailing and shit. You start changing your story. You start getting more upset. You pivot.
I appreciate you for punching my mouth. Now, can you just provide the facts so I can grow from this? Because I learned from my mistakes.
No, you don't. You don't. You've been on BG. You've been on this BG.
You are entitled to that.
Yeah, you've been on my platform before.
Said what I said. Can you produce facts?
Yeah, bro, I got you, man. I got you.
I appreciate it. So just hit me up. Just send me in the DM like you did, because I know you got a live that you're doing, and just tell me when to come back so I can check that out.
Bet I'll do it. I got you.
All right, appreciate you.
All right. Man, this shit crazy. Y'all, man, this is why every time they get to yapping, I'll be like, pull up. Every time. What just happened? BG folded like an origami. What's his name? With the hat on that came in here. The short PQF fold like an origami. Every time I catch y'all lacking in them lives, talking that shit, and I bring y'all in here to have a conversation face to face. Here y'all go. Lying. That man lied 17 times in 2 minutes. In the lie. He want me to prove to him that he lied. He lied in here. He just lied right now. He just lied right now, man. Y'all got to stop that, bro. I be really feeling for y'all, man. The habitual lying got to stop. What up, Shani?
Hey, Bowen. I wasn't gonna stay up for long. I find it funny how men like that always come in here trying to claim like it's an echo chamber, but then when we're having conversations about societal issues as a whole, y'all are the ones that actually come in here and try to niche it down to
black men and black women
issues.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how y'all claim that public's only talking about black issues, but y'all come in here and derail the conversation by like bringing up black men and black women. So I get confused on when y'all come in here and do stuff like that. Y'all be sounding ridiculous, and I'm noticing this pattern. Y'all do it every single time. It's
BRB.
like y'all don't have like the range to talk about issues that are going on in society. So you always got to bring it back to Black issues. And then at the end of the day, like, y'all are the ones creating the echo chamber because y'all only want to speak about Black issues when we're trying to speak about stuff that affects people on a broader scale. So if anything, y'all are the ones coming in here trying to create an echo chamber, and then you get mad when we tell y'all don't do that. Like, y'all come in here with this main character syndrome energy, and y'all try to derail the conversation. Y'all do that every single time, and I've been noticing it. Like, this been going on for like a while already. Like, it's so easy to clock at this point because it's so predictable.
I want to point out this comment because this is perfect. That girl said they weaponize Black women and their habit of being race loyal. That's what they're trying to do. Black men don't care. Black men in general don't care about Black women being like, they just want, Black men have abandoned Black women at every single turn, romantically, economically, every single chance we've gotten as a group to leave Black women by the wayside and make a sweet deal with the white T-man, we've taken it. That's historical facts. That's not my opinion. That is a historical fact, right? And everything that Black women got, they literally had to fight for it themselves and lead the charge, or they had to make a deal with white T women or whoever they had to do to get their little shit done. Black men we are not helping Black women as a whole. We're just not, man. So y'all can sit here and the problem why this shit fails is because the group of people that these Black men are trying to gaslight are more educated than they are. They're more, you know what I mean? They have a better understanding than these dudes do. Y'all can't do it. It's not working. Y'all trying to triangulate, and it ain't even just Black men that do this. I've noticed this with Black women too, that be in these spaces that end up, having a disagreement or whatever. They instantly turn to like trying to like bash Black women, right? And I got that on that video that I recorded. It's so funny because the Black women up there that was up there like talking about me, it was literally a woman up there talking about me and was like, and then instantly talking shit about Black women. Instantly. She was like, yeah, the Black women who subscribe to him, they're overweight, and it's typically like ugly Black women, like something like that. I'm sitting there like, what? Like, why do y'all always do that and then act like I'm the bad guy? Like, what have I said about Black people? What trope have I pushed about Black people? Like, tell me that. Like, me just saying right now that Black men haven't helped Black women historically in this country is not fake. That's a real thing. Everything that Black men have done that Black women have benefited from, it was because Black men also benefited from it. We haven't done, you guys show me one thing Black men have done specifically to uplift Black women. Specifically. Because of misogynoir, there are things that are unique to Black women specifically. And they need unique attention as a group, right? So y'all tell me, because I ain't a historian. I'm just from whatever information, whatever knowledge I have about this topic. Y'all tell me, when have Black men done this? And then come back to me and let's have the conversation. And I would love to hear y'all educate me on that. And that would be great. Like BG said, I actually do like to grow. So y'all can educate me on that. But for the time being, I'm rocking with what I've done, with the studying I have done, and I haven't seen it. So I'm tired of Black men getting up here, especially the most toxic Black men like BG. The most toxic Black men having the audacity to say, that's all y'all got is who I'm hunching on. Who fucking cares? Who cares? Y'all out here abusing a Black woman and then getting mad at me for marrying a white T woman. Make it make sense. Y'all out here abusing Black women and then got the audacity to turn around and be like, hey, who brought him up? Hold on. I didn't ask for him to come up here. Y'all don't bring him up. Y'all will sit around here and not only abuse the women in your life that's right next to you, your own mamas, a lot of y'all wives, y'all daughters. Don't get it twisted. I got video of Black men talking about, I would let a 37-year-old date my 18-year-old daughter, Omega. I heard it. I got the video. Yeah. I posted the video. I would let my 37-year-old man date my 18-year-old daughter. And the first thing I would do when that man asks for my daughter is I would ask him, what do you say? I would ask him, let me talk to your exes. Nigga, what? Saul said the same thing. Oh, I would let if a 27-year-old man came and knocked on my door for my daughter's hand, I would just judge him and vet him, and he would just have to meet my criteria as a man, and I would be okay with. I'm sitting there like, so y'all are advocating for putting your daughter in abusive relationships. Y'all are okay with you because that's 99.9% of the time that will be an abusive relationship. I mean, like extremely abusive. An 18-year-old girl with a 37-year-old man, 99.9%, almost 100% of the time, that is an abusive relationship. You guys are perfectly okay with putting y'all baby daughters in an abusive relationship. Dr. Umar got up in front of the world and said, yeah, I would tell my daughter, how did he cheat on you? When he cheated on you, was it for lust or was it for love? Because if it was for lust, let that man cheat in peace. You got to forgive him and move on. These are the things black men are telling their daughters. Y'all are okay with abusing y'all own black queens that y'all love. The black queen, black queen, black queen. Y'all be advocating for they abuse. And all I'll be asking for is point anything out, point a post out, go back to all my Twitters and tweets and Facebook posts and Instagram posts and whatever the fuck you want to do, and find one time that I've advocated for the abuse of black women or black men. Before y'all come talking to me, make sure your politics is right. Make sure you got your cripping straight. If y'all need to work on y'all cripping. Y'all cripping is not right, man. Y'all don't really know how to do this. Y'all not true to this. You new to this. Y'all don't know what the fuck y'all be talking about. Y'all don't know nothing about politics. Y'all think that all you got to do is hunch on a black woman and then point and then tell black women, because and don't get me wrong, there definitely are a group of black women that's going to be like, oh, they romanticize every relationship. Unfortunately, that's how we are conditioned. We romanticize every relationship. We cannot see past romantic, attachments. So if he's attractive, if he whatever, then they like him more. If she's attractive, I like her more. I find her message, she can, but he's cute. Oh, she's cute. That's a human thing. I ain't judging nobody for that. Hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I'll be on some. Let's look at the politics. That's all I'm on. If y'all can get me on my politics, you got me. You want to talk about my brand of politics? Let's have that conversation. But y'all never want to talk about the politics. You never want to talk about my track record. You want to talk about who I'm married to, and not even the person I'm married to. Not even like who she is as a human being. Because you ain't got nothing on her either. You see what I'm saying? So instead, y'all just go, oh, black man, white woman must be bad. He must hate black women. No, that is you projecting, because that's how most black men, and here's why I don't get mad at black women specifically who give me the bombastic side eye. I'm all good with that. I'm not trying to prove nothing to nobody when it comes to that shit. But here's why. Because I know that the vast majority of black men, whether they're with black women or not, but specifically the ones that are with black women, not with black women, don't like black women. I know that. So they're safe. They're just keeping themselves safe. They're just going, hey, I don't trust none of y'all, because 9 out of 10 times, if you date out, you hate black women. And I ain't got nothing but respect for that. That's because here's the thing. I would be a hypocrite if I was to be like, y'all can't judge us all like that. Why? Why not? It's the same thing. Y'all think I don't live? I really live by the shit that I be talking about. It's all men till it's no men, even black men. It's all men till it's no men, even black men. That's fine. I'm okay with that until black women will change how they view black men when black men change. Period, point fucking blank. So guess what? We talking to the brothers. Black men will change. Black women will change what they think about us when we stop abusing them. If y'all want black women to see us differently, stop abusing them. You want black women to trust you? Stop lying to them. You want black women to like you? Treat them nicely. Treat them kindly. Be generous. Be consistent. Shit ain't fucking rocket science. I'm telling y'all that, y'all getting mad at me. Oh, but you got a white woman. So fucking what? I tell white dudes the same thing. What's the difference? Y'all the only ones, like Shawnee said, y'all the only ones that want to come up here and make it a black-white thing. I don't even want to have that conversation. Because like I pointed out earlier with BG, one thing I know for sure, women are women and men are men. Women are women and men are men. I don't give a fuck what race you are. I don't care what country you from. Women are women and men are men. The same shit the South Korean women are screaming about is the same shit the black men be doing to black women. It's the same shit the Mexican men be doing to Mexican women. It's the same shit the Japanese men do to the Japanese women. It's the same shit the Polish men do to the Polish women. It's the same shit all over the world. Y'all not connecting them dots? That don't make, hey, for a man that's in this space, for me, it gives me relief. I'll be honest with you. Because I see it exactly for what it is now. It's not confusing now. Oh, I see what it is. I got it. Okay. It's this system. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's cool. And they got this system in every single country. Got it. Cool. I got you. Now we could clock it. Now we can address it. Now we could grow from it. Y'all don't want me to talk about it because you are a part of the problem, bro. That shit is crazy. Just say that. Say, hey, man, you make me feel uncomfortable, public. Every time I come in your space, I feel like I gotta check myself. I feel like I don't get away with that shit that I be kicking on my page. That dumbass shit about it goes both ways and black women are just as wrong as black men and yada, 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 even though I can't articulate one fucking point, even though I can't, for the life of me, I cannot tell y'all how black women are just as culpable as black men in any of these dynamics. I can't express it to you. I just know that it is. I just know that black women are just as bad as black men. I just know that women are just as bad as men. Can I articulate it? Nope. Have I read anything to substantiate this claim? Nope. Not at all. But if I say it enough, then it must be true. If I hear it enough, then it must be true. And that's when the coke comes in. Because if you got a bunch of men to reinforce the things you already believe, your fucked up thought processes, you have a bunch of men. You don't need think about what I'm saying. You don't need facts when there's a whole group of men going, you're right, brother. You're right. Like they were screaming for Clayton Bigsby on the Chappelle show. That's how they let that hate out. Higher level hair watching. Hold on, what did it say? Higher level hair watching. Thanks. Appreciate you, Marion. That's what it is. Let that hate out. That's what type of time y'all be on. Let the hate out, brother. Y'all be just, I done seen it in my life so many times. Anytime a man get up here, it don't matter how wrong he is, it'll be the group of men down there that chooses a side, and the side is typically wrong, and they'll be in the comments like, he cooking, he right. No, I don't see it that way. Oh, no, pub, you got it. No, man, he was right on that one, but you contradict yourself. Just up there lying. Y'all just like, what? The fuck is wrong with y'all? I be wanting y'all to make it make sense so bad, man. I be screaming at the top of my lungs. Just make it make sense one time, family.
And then I also wanted to point out, like, y'all's like a lot of y'all's like pro-blackness is very performative because y'all say it's supposed to be about liberation for all black people, but then turn around and center black men while also throwing everybody else under the bus. Like, to me, that's why I said, like, a lot of y'all are performative, like Ty, for example. Like, you sit here talking about you're pro-black, you care about black women, but then you had black women up on the Summer Jam screen, like, talking mess about them. And that includes even some of my mutuals. So it's like, all because you had, like, one little disagreement where they were trying to, like, tell you about your behavior, and then you turn around and get mad. So now all of a sudden y'all say, like I say, y'all sit here and claim all this, you love black women, and then you literally seconds later in the same sentence turn around and say something bad about them. So it's like I said, all this is performative. It's performative from the men, because like I said, y'all's pro-blackness is just rooted in I'm hunching on black women. And then even for black women, y'all's pro-blackness is also...
I'm hunching on black men. Same shit.
Because at the end of the day, y'all's pro-blackness is rooted around you being male-centered. You think, if I continue to be pro-black, it's going to get me a black man. I need somebody to hunch on. Like, that's all what it boils down to at the end of the day. I done clocked this already.
And I want to say something. I want to say something real quick to that point, Shawnee. The craziest thing is, here's why I know they don't think they don't think that the shit all the way through, right? So the black man that's not asking, I'm not trying to get with black women. I'm not trying to sleep with black women. I'm not asking for anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like I'm out here like covertly, like, I'm trying to meet me a black, like none of that stuff. I'm good. I'm married, right? I'm good. I'm out. I'm off the market, right? And y'all already know how I feel about TikTok being a dating app. If I were single, this would be the last place I would meet somebody. No shade, no tea to nobody on the app, because we all on here, right? Me included. But I just seen too many crash outs on this app in regards to like romantic relationships. So I'm good. But I'm on here just having conversations with people, right? I'm just talking to people about the things that I'm passionate about, the things that I believe, the work that I'm doing in my own personal life, the work that I would like to see more men do. That's it. That's what the whole conversation is about for me. I'm not romantically, I'm not flirting, I'm not doing none of that shit. So make it make sense. Who do you believe? Y'all claim I have an ulterior motive, but you can't. Y'all say money, but let's be honest. All of those people, BG included, right? And y'all can tell me if I'm wrong. If you are on this app and you make, I don't even make 20 videos a week. Right? I don't go look at my shit. I post like on TikTok, I post like every 3 days. Like I'll have like a storm and I'll post like 5 videos in a day, but I don't even post every day on the app. Right? I go live, but I don't post videos every day on the app. If you post consistently on this app and you want to, most people, I'm not saying everybody, but I could probably say this about everybody for the most part, you would like to make money off of it. Duh. To what extent? Whatever. You post your videos, you would love to garner an audience and have people like you, and you know what I'm saying, and like your videos and all of that stuff. Why wouldn't you? That's like, come on, let's be real. That's everybody on. I don't care if you got 100 followers or 100,000 followers or 10 million followers. Everybody would like that ultimately, right? For the most part. I don't want it because I know somebody goes, I don't give a fuck. Cool, that's you. But the vast majority of us would be like, it's like hitting the lotto. That's the thing that I want people to understand. Like, it's like being a content creator is almost like hitting the lottery, because if you look up the amount of people who actually make a penny off of social media, it's 1%, right? So if you can make any money off of social media, be proud of yourself, pat yourself on the back. You are doing an awesome job. Don't let nobody shame you for that. That's fucking crazy. That's nasty work. But it's so obvious that is their whole thing, is like they're just, I mean, a part of it is twofold. It's I clock them on a bullshit and we clock them. It ain't even just me, y'all. I don't even want to take all the credit. A reason why they don't like coming to my platform in my live is because of y'all. They don't like the comments. They literally have told me that before. I don't want to come over there, man. Them comments be crazy. Your fans is crazy. Straight up. They done said that your followers, they crazy. Straight up and down. So it ain't even just me. They don't like the environment. That's why they always trying to get me on also they want me on their platform so they can make money. They want me, Ty wants me to jump up on his panel so it can be, there's probably 40, 50 people in this live right now, right? I got 377 people. I got 600 people in my live collectively. He got 35 people in his live. And he gonna talk about me all day, right? And he would love for me to come up there and crash out or whatever he expects me to do, so he can get 200 people, 300 people in there, right? So he can get some gifts, so he can grow his page. That's what he wants, obviously. That's all. That's at the end of the day, that's what he wants. I told that man he should be what's the guy's name? I said he should change his platform into the Jerry Springer version of TikTok. Pretty much. I was like, you should just turn yourself into the Jerry Springer, and you should just like put people's pictures on the background, like in this space. And that's what he literally, like, he started doing that shit like on 10. The next day he started putting women's pictures up, doing all types of shit once I said that to him. So he literally took my advice, tried to do the thing that I told him to do, and he's trying to grow his platform like that. That's fine. You know, I won't say it's fine, but do your thing, bro. Do your thing, brother. Do your thing.
Can I say one thing really quickly?
Go ahead. Hold on, Jones. Let me read this super chat. Naya said, y'all come on here and crash out. I've seen it multiple times, which is 100% true. Go ahead, Mr. Jones.
Listen, I just want to say this, and I'm sorry, guys. I do apologize, and I mean this from like the bottom of my soul, right? The Black Guru wouldn't exist if it wasn't for me.
That's facts.
And that's really all.
That's facts.
And I apologize.
That's facts.
I'm sorry for that.
No, that's facts. I saw it happen.
Yeah.
I watched it all. I remember the video. I remember it like it was yesterday. That's how it happened.
From having Mr. Jones, 2,000 followers. Bro went from having 2,000 followers when I had, you know what I'm saying, almost 500,000. He went from having 2,000 followers to like the next weekend having, you know what I'm saying, damn near 50,000 followers the next weekend. But his platform hasn't grown. I've been banned 11 times and still have over 250,000. But bro wouldn't exist if it wasn't for me.
That's real talk. We do got to blame you, Mr. Jones.
Mr. Jones. Yeah, damn you, Mr. Jones. You need to take accountability. Hey, what's going on, bro?
Chilling, man.
First and foremost, I want to come up here and say how offended I was that he called you light skin. I am so offended.
Hey, Navi, they call
delegation.
Navi. I've been telling people they've been calling me light skin. I was like, when did I become light skin?
Look, the light skin delegation did not ask for a trade. We did not want to leave. And I feel offended. Like, don't.
Hey, man, and this ain't no disrespect to my light skinned people, because I ain't never been on that colorism shit. But on some real shit, I never wanted to be light skinned. I never want to be light skinned like that. That is for light skinned people.
To be honest with you, I don't like your even skin tone, your even complexion.
Hey, man.
Like dumbass green screen behind you. I don't like the hat. I don't like the gums. I like the color of your gums.
My gums is pink. Don't be mad at the pink gums, Navi. That's hella disrespectful.
Here's the thing, like when we're having these conversations, and I'm always gonna say this, brothers, y'all need to be heard. Come up on these panels. I need y'all to start having meetings and come together, get your lives and pivot straight, because it's embarrassing. Like, for me personally, I do believe that a content creator that is on TikTok for more than an hour needs to be compensated for their time. I don't hear people complaining about. I don't hear people complaining about Nas X or any of the other celebrities that come on TikTok and they make money, right? When you see Soulja Boy up here doing battles and stuff like that, a lot of you goofy motherfuckers be on there throwing him money.
I be watching. I don't be putting no money in his pocket, Navi, but I be watching. That shit be funny. I be watching. I just don't be putting no money in his pocket.
Listen, the thing is that
don't sit here, brother. I'm just respecting your panel.
Oh, Riz, hold on. Oh, go finish up, Navi, and then I got somebody on the YouTube. Sorry, y'all. Go ahead.
So like when you have someone that is on here giving you topics, entertainment, education, those people need to be compensated for their time. Time is money, and if you're not being compensated for hours of your time, then you wasting it. You know, like everybody else on social media make money. The millionaires that have been made on social media, the only reason why they have a problem is because, for one, they're upset that not only are you married and you're married to a white woman, but black women still rock with you. Mm-hmm. And these are the type of men that sat in the back of the classroom afraid to raise their hands because they didn't know nothing, and they've never had good success with women, with dating, and they're trying to figure out how is it that he's able to get all of those women, because everything leads to sex.
Everything.
It's always sex and money, and it's like, bro, like you can actually have a conversation with women and it not lead to sex.
The key, Navi, the key to all of this is to not expect, not want, not try to get anything physical. Just like them as people. Exactly. All you gotta do is just like them as a person.
That is good to go.
Second, if they don't know how to process this type of
Riz,
environment,
make sure your mic is up.
Women are gravitating to these environments. because of the fact that you're able to have these conversations as a married man and still not have some type of sexual scandal or something like that. And even if the women are attracted to you, you're not allowing that to tarnish the message that you're putting out.
Yeah.
For me, it's nasty work to just sit there and watch a man, to actually put a man on your backdrop. Like, it's nasty work. It's diabolical. You're not going to see me put another dude, if it's not like a political or social commentary, on my backdrop, and I'm talking about how he handles his platform, because everyone that comes to your platform are adults, and they're not children. You're not the piper or nothing like that. You're deceiving people. People can
they come and go as they please. Come and go. I got it. I got somebody after Navi too. Go ahead, Navi. I got Riz waiting. Go ahead.
But the thing is for me, is it's kind of like people need to understand that conversations are being had between adults. And if you are incapable of having these conversations with women without you being disrespectful, condescending, and dangerous, then that's a you problem, not a public problem. Because again, I don't go on their panels because I look at the people that go on their panels like, hey, all of y'all are fully aware adults, and if you're going to go over there and spend money with these motherfuckers while they talk about you like a dog, who am I to get in the way? It's you.
I ain't never tried to stop somebody from getting a bag unless they was on here, like literally. Like I've definitely gone at like that one dude who was talking about like all black women should get raped and stuff. I was like, oh no, he got to go. But like just the dudes that just say the run of the mill misogynistic, you know what I'm saying, misogynoir, the minos on the app. You can't fight them all, Navi. You will lose. You gonna lose. You gonna go crazy.
Yeah, you go. So and then I'm gonna land my plane with this, brothers. Before you come on Public's panels, or even before you come on my panels or Mr. Jones' X panels, I need y'all to rehearse. I need y'all to have a meeting, come together, and come up with the perfect lies. Research your lies to make sure that they're gonna pass the smell test, and then come on the panel. So at least you're consistent. Because right now you guys are flailing and you're losing your mind and you're looking dumber than you were before you came up on the panels. Public should not be able to body y'all like this on a consistent basis. Somebody got to at least pinch him.
I be wanting them. I be wanting to pinch sometimes. I want to feel something for one time. But hey, I got somebody in the box. Y'all can stay up here real quick. We got Riz up here. He wanted to say a few words. Go ahead, brother Riz.
Hey, let me start off by saying, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, fam.
Hey, good to hear, and thank you for having me on your platform. The only thing I wanted to say was this, and I want to ask you a question, and I want you to reverberate what I'm asking you. If a woman, I don't care if it's any woman, if you don't have a car and you're taking a bus, does she like you? If you don't have money, does she like you? Because like these are the
In general?
conversations in general. If you don't have a nice haircut, if you were just a scruffy dude walking around, let's say LA, because you're from California like I am.
Yep.
If you were just walking around, they're not checking for you.
Hold on, wait. Are you asking me the question or are you gonna give me the answer?
I'm asking. No, let me ask.
Okay. Me personally, yeah, I got lots of girls when I was on the bus. I didn't get it. I mean, I technically got my first car when I was 16.
But in California, you're from California, right?
I'm from Long Beach, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So in California, is any woman checking for you if you're not in a status quo?
Once again, me personally, because you're asking about me, I had access to many women, and I didn't even drop. Women would come pick me up. I didn't have a car for years. For years, I didn't have a car. I couldn't afford one.
So you answered my question. But what I wanted to say is that, listen, I don't think you need to. I don't think black women need to be, said about this, because I feel like all women do the same thing. The point about it is that they want a man that's going to be a protector, is going to be a provider, is somebody that has a little bit of common sense in their life. Men should ask the same questions for women. You know how many dudes that are sitting on child support right now? You know how many dudes that are sitting around and women let them in to things that they shouldn't be in? My point that I came up here for is that everybody's different. It doesn't matter the status or the skin color or what the woman is. But like Kamala Harris did, I'm never gonna mess with a woman that is twerking on stage, and you think that's classy. Like,
wait. What did that have to do with Kamala?
Bro, that was a wild ass
Because
hold on. Let me get to the bottom of this one. What did that have to do with Kamala?
Because that's not a classy woman.
Hold on. Who you talking about, Meg?
I'm talking about a woman shaking her butt on stage. Is not classy to me.
Who did that?
Megan Thee Stallion.
So Megan, why are you? How do we get on you talking about?
Because
You,
we're
so
talking
you
about
just don't
the
like you
level
don't
of
like young
class.
hot women. You don't like young hot women. What kind of
No,
women?
no,
you like?
no. She's not
No,
young.
no. What kind of women you like, sir? You don't like young hot women. What kind of women you like?
I mean, I have a woman, and I'm also I got my passport too, and they ain't doing that in no
What's
other
your woman
countries. They're
look
not
like?
shaking their butt. They're
Hold on,
not.
Riz. Cam up. Show us a picture of your woman right now. She look like Meg. If you had to guess, did your woman look better or worse than Meg? If you was just gonna guess, be honest with me.
Better.
Your woman look better than Meg Thee Stallion? Okay,
Yes.
put it on camera.
Why would I put my girl on camera? That's
Why
goofy.
not? You talking
It's,
shit
it's
about
on
Meg? We
YouTube.
want to see your girl.
It's on YouTube.
Okay, I'll look
Does
it up.
does your wife look better than Meg?
To me, yeah.
To you, but I'm
Yeah,
asking
but
you
I'm
a
not talking
general.
bad about Meg. I
But
think
you just
Meg
asked
is
me a general
also.
question.
Yeah, I
You
think
just
Meg is
asked me a
also.
general question.
I
You
think
said
Meg is
to
beautiful.
me. So to
Wait.
me, I think my girl looks
Riz,
better
hold
than
on. Listen to
Meg.
what I'm saying. I think Meg is beautiful, in her own right. I do. But I'm also not talking bad about Meg. So you asking me that don't work the same way.
Yeah,
I'm not
but
disrespecting her.
you're
But if you
moving the
gonna sit up here
goalposts.
and
You're
talk
moving
cash
the
money shit
goalposts.
about that woman, I definitely
You're
need to
moving
see
the
what
goalposts.
you be working with. I ain't moved up, brother.
But can we see what you're working with?
Yeah, my wife has been on my page.
Can you
And I'm
show
not. Hold on,
everybody for
wait.
the
Two
chat?
things. Hold on, wait, Riz. This ain't gonna work out for you. Two things. A, I post my wife. B, I'm cammed up right now. You not. We can't even see what you look like. I can't see what you look like. But I'm only saying that because if you gonna be petty, be prepared for pettiness, right?
I'm
I'll
not being
let you
petty.
come
I'm
up
just
here
having a
because you was in it.
generalization.
Riz, hold on, brother. Hold on. You came up here because you was in the comments yapping. You was talking about, I'm so glad real black men don't listen to him, but you in here listening, right? First and
Because it's
foremost.
cap. You're
Secondly,
cap.
but
You're
secondly,
cap.
but secondly, what is a real black man to you?
A real black man is a person that handles his business and don't cry on the internet and try to get views off of other black women's insecurities.
So what you're doing right now?
You literally just said, hold on, brother. Hold on, brother.
You mean
You
what you're
literally just
doing right
said,
now?
show my girl. But I asked you the same question, and you said, well, I've
It
already showed
don't
her
work the
before. But
other
to
way,
me, she's better
Riz,
than Megan Thee
because
Stallion.
I'm not talking shit about Meg Thee Stallion. You are. So it don't work that way. You
I
don't
made a
get to say,
comment.
oh, what about your
That's
brother?
what's wrong with
I
black
like
people.
Meg.
That's what's wrong with black people. Is that like I made a comment. Everybody's seen it. I asked you a question. Do you think that's classy? Would your wife be over there? Would your wife shake
You
her
don't
ass
like
on
black people.
YouTube? Would your
Yeah,
wife
I
shake
think
her
it's
ass on YouTube?
I think twerking is classy.
I'm
Because
just
twerking is black people been doing it across the diaspora for hundreds of years, first and foremost. Second of all, I don't try to police women's bodies. I don't try to police their behaviors. Twerking is the least of my fucking worries. And I like twerking. I don't know about you, brother. You don't like twerking? Is that what you're telling me right now?
I do, but I wouldn't have my girl on camera twerking in front of
I didn't
somebody
see
else.
that's a pivot because I ain't said nothing about your girl twerking. I said, do
You asked
you
about
like
my
when
girl.
women twerk in general?
Yes.
Okay,
If
then
I'm at
shut
a
the
strip
fuck
club,
up about it
if I'm
then.
at a
Why are
strip
you
club,
complaining
if
about it?
I'm at a
Why
strip
are you
club,
trying to
yes.
shame them if you like it? You
No,
see how
because you're
much you
trying to
got shit
shame
for
that people
yourself,
that are
Riz?
passport bros that are going
You know,
out. The women are classy. And
you
you
know what
can't
I
go to
think?
Colombia. You ain't never gonna see nobody in Brazil, Colombia, any other worldly, or even let's go to Poland, anywhere else that's third world or even second world or first world, and they're gonna be over there showing their ass like American women do.
They don't twerk.
You're never gonna see that.
I was gonna say they definitely he's a,
But the Mexican president, which is a woman, she's not twerking to get a presidency.
yeah.
Can you answer that one? In Mexico, you from LA? Mexico's right underneath you. The Mexican president didn't twerk.
He not
There's
talking about
difference in
nothing.
class. There's difference in class. Class. That's all
So
I'm
you
saying.
so you
Class.
Women do it, it's classy, but when the sisters do
hey, they be up here. Hey, Navi, every single day, it's always the pseudo intellectual, fake deep black dudes. They be acting like they care about black people so much, and they get up here and say the most
Yeah,
anti-black shit
but you lied on
in
the panel and
5
say you from
minutes.
LA. You not from LA. You from Long Beach. That's LA County. That's not Los Angeles. I stay in Los Angeles. You not from Los Angeles. Can you
What
tell
is your
your
point? I
chat
never.
that? You
Hold on,
not from
wait.
Los Angeles. You say you from LA. You not from LA. You from Long Beach.
What are you talking about?
You lied. You from
are
Long
talking
Beach,
about?
right? Is that Los Angeles?
This nigga trying to, he reaching hard now.
Stop
What are
it.
you talking about?
Stop it. Stop it. You already
Yeah,
started with a lie.
now you really crashing out, Riz. You just yapping. It's
No, I'm
okay,
just
brother.
saying you not you.
You just
Do you
like
still
every
stay in
other.
California?
Hold
Do
on,
you still
hold on.
stay in California?
Hold on, Riz.
Do you
I
still
live
stay
in Long Beach right now,
Is that L.A. County or is that Los
brother.
Angeles?
It's not even worth the discussion. I don't lie
Oh,
about shit.
that's what
I'm
I
not
thought.
like you. I'm not no weird nigga. Give a fuck where you from. You weird. You just said
But
you
it's not
like
Los
when women
Angeles,
twerk.
right?
And then
It's
hold on,
not
Riz.
Los
Hold on.
Angeles, right?
Be quiet. You just got up here and said, I like when women twerk. But then in the same breath, you started to you wanted to disparage a black woman for twerking and saying it ain't classy.
No,
Is
I
it
said it's
Uchi
not.
Wally
I
Wally
said
or
it's not
is it one
classy.
mic, man?
I said it's not classy.
To who? Who the fuck are you?
To the
You wear a
world.
monocle or something like that? You look like the
To the
fucking
world.
Monopoly man now. What are you talking? What is classy to you, bro?
Let me
What do
land
you
my
mean?
plane. Let me land my plane, brother.
Okay, go
Let me
ahead.
land
I'll
my
let you
plane,
crash.
brother. Let me land my plane,
Okay.
brother.
Go ahead.
I didn't say I don't like a woman twerking and stuff like that, but on that type of platform, when you're trying to win a presidency, did you see Ivanka Trump twerking?
Ivanka Trump can't twerk and she's 60 years old.
She does. She does.
I didn't ask you what the I said, have you seen that? You're asking a question on the
Ivanka
question.
you talking about the daughter, my bad. Ivanka Trump. So he comparing black women. Hold on. He trying to triangulate white women against black women while also simultaneously saying this is what's wrong with black people, while simultaneously condemning black women for doing shit that black people do. Brother, are you not seeing the picture that's being painted right now?
Are you on
looking
Twitter?
bad out here, fam.
No,
Is
are
your
you on
girl,
Twitter?
is your woman
Are you
black?
on Twitter? Are you on Twitter? I'm a black person. Yeah, I'm definitely a black person.
Is your woman black?
She's Ethiopian, and she's never twerked a day in her life. We
You
both
one of
work. We
them.
both work in healthcare. Like I'm a doctor. Me and my girl
You
are
one of
doctors.
them. I knew it.
No, we went through the system. We actually are doctors. You actually
Hey
should
man,
address
I
me as a
knew
doctor.
it. I knew it. There was something about what he was saying. I was like, I got a feeling. I already know we
No,
about
we're
to say.
doctors. Are you a doctor? You went to med school? I never had to twerk to go to
Hey
med
man, we
school.
got $5 on Red's head.
I never had to twerk to go to med school. You got a
Ethiopia.
degree? You got
Hold
a
on, y'all.
degree?
Let me read the super chat. Osa said, we got $5 on Reds. We let the verbate comment slide, then proceeded to make 6 statements that had nothing to do with each other.
But I'm asking you a question, brother. Do you have a degree?
No, I don't have a degree.
What college did you go
They
to?
got
Oh, you didn't go
25
to
on.
college.
They got 20.
Oh, you didn't go to college. Three what? 3 what degrees?
I got 2 MBAs, multiple certifications.
An MBA?
God damn.
I went to UNC North Carolina, Chapel Hill. What are you talking about?
Nobody knows what this man is talking about.
I have a degree and speak 7 languages fluently, and I still don't understand what the fuck you're talking about.
Okay, well, I'm telling you, I don't understand what you're talking about. You're over here trying to wolf and sell wolf tickets and make excuses for people when people literally don't know what the hell they're talking about.
First of all, excuse my language, who gives a fuck what you think about women? Let them enjoy themselves.
That's the thing I be trying to understand.
If they want to twerk, then let them twerk. Who cares? If you're saying you don't want your woman to twerk, okay, I can respect that. Leave everybody else alone.
Damn, we got
That's not what I said though. You guys are moving
45
the
on Red's head,
goalposts.
man.
You guys are
45
moving
on,
the goalposts.
hold on, y'all. When I'm reading these super chats, I'm gonna need everybody to mute up real quick. We got 45 on Red's head. This is nasty work. Damn, they working extra time.
But don't move the goalposts though. I didn't say nothing about
that's you.
twerking
You
is
derailed the
bad.
whole conversation by bringing up Meg Thee
I
Stallion
said
twerking
for the
online. You want to talk
presidency.
about Meg Thee
I said
Stallion
for the
twerking on
presidency,
stage,
brother. I said for the presidency, brother. Do you want somebody?
Vote for Kamala. Vote for Kamala.
Go Trump.
That isn't just a way.
I can't wait for y'all to see Trump get in the presidency and be
Hold on.
mad about
Oh wait, Dominique. Hold on, Dominique. Hold on. We got some, brother. Hold on. You gonna want to hear this? What'd you say, Riz?
I can't wait for Trump to win the presidency and y'all be mad at it. And I stand on it. Go Trump.
The crash out continues.
Go Trump.
The crash out continues.
Listen, man. Like,
It goes Trump.
Donald Trump have what's her name with the tattoo across her forehead?
Amber Rose is up there.
Yeah, but
Hey,
Amber
who's more
Rose
classy?
Amber
Who's
Rose
more,
didn't do it. Hold on.
Who's
Amber
more
Rose
classy?
didn't
Amber
do it.
Rose or Meg Thee
Hold
Stallion?
on, brother. Amber Rose didn't perform.
Who's more classy? Amber Rose or Meg Thee Stallion?
Amber Rose didn't perform.
What you call it, bro? So okay.
Do you guys understand that they?
So Amber Rose didn't perform, but Kid Rock performed.
Hold on, they got that boy. They got
Do
that
you
boy
guys
up out of
know
here,
that they
man.
want your black vote?
Yeah, the same way they want your black vote. Damn, that's crazy, man. He gone, baby. Hey, they got him up out of here on the YouTubes. That's crazy.
I think it's just wild to me how he never brought up like Megan is educated. Like
She got a degree.
yeah, she got a whole degree, like performing and everything. And still had to get on Blackboard to turn in her assignments at 11:59 p.m. Like, what is you talking about? Like, I hate when. Why do y'all try to put like people in a box? Especially, I notice that y'all do this a lot, especially with like women that do have degrees. Like, we supposed to act a certain way. Like, that's Megan being authentically herself. Like, I don't know what y'all expect, like college educated women to act like. I act like we not supposed to go out and have fun. Like, that's what we going to school for, to make money, so we can have fun. Like, what type of time do y'all be on? I hate all this like respectability politics stuff that y'all like to spew on to women while you sitting here miserable. You're miserable.
He's sad. He's talking about he got an Ethiopian girl. But give me 1 second. Let me read the super chat. Yasmin saying, "Have you ever heard of Carnival? Ultimate twerking fest in all the islands." Hey man, I've heard of it and I've watched videos.
They need me to put you put me on the big screen real quick. Somebody just sent me a picture of bro.
Oh, okay. He said, "You lying? You not from LA? What are you talking about?"
Jump scare warning.
I know this about to be crazy. Damn. They found Riz over here on the TikToks, man.
Public, you might have to start screening sometimes because this has gotten out of control.
Nah, bro, he was on YouTube's talking crazy in the comments. The YouTubes was like, "Get him up there." So we come up there and he crashed out. That fool said all the anti-black shit in 5 minutes. That ain't him. Look at the coons. Look at the coons. Out here cooning for you. Hey man, y'all gotta stop cooning so much, man. That shit unsafe and that shit unsavory and bad for your health, man. Y'all gonna have to stop that shit.
Can I ask you a question real quick to the topic?
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
All right, so like when you say, I don't know if you ever talked about this, but when you say like men validating other men's feelings, you get these dating coaches, right?
Yep.
Who will tell you that you're not getting any results because you're not approaching women, you're not going through like these game tactics to get your results, which has been leading to mass men basically harassing women around the country. So do you think that that's one way that men are failing society by telling these men that they're not getting any options because they're not spam approaching women?
What's the question? Is that wrong that they're telling them that?
Yeah, basically. And that leading to more destruction, that these dating coaches are basically making money off of the fact that men are not getting not getting the results they want in dating. Therefore, they're just going out and just
harassing women. Dating coaches. I'm not a fan of dating coaches. I don't want to shit on dating coaches as a whole, but like, yeah, I'm not a fan of the industry. I do think that they perpetuate more of the issues than they solve. Yeah, I don't think they actually like give you because they don't talk about the like. Okay, so I'm not a dating coach. But I think that I was talking to my wife about this. But I think that the advice that I give or whatever you want to say, I definitely think that it will help you in dating, right? Like you basically what I'm saying is you unpacking your misogyny. The reason why you can't get with women, the reason why women don't like you, the reason why your girl left you is 99% of the time going to be linked to your misogyny, right? So if you can unpack that, you can be a better human being, and obviously more people will like you, including women. That's my thing. So my thing is a holistic approach, but dating will be, you would also benefit in the dating market, right? Like obviously you'll just be a better person. So of course you're going to get, you're going to have access to women. You're going to have access to more friends and everything, right? But the dating coaches don't actually address the core issues. They just say, they teach you how to manipulate women, or they give you like topical, you know what I'm saying? Like if you have eczema is from the inside, right? Like there are things on the outside that can affect it, but eczema is related to your, to your autoimmune system. So if you eat,
almost like they're trying to get you to keep like almost shooting in a gym to keep finding these perfect potions, a perfect mixture of words to get like, I don't know, to trigger her emotions to like you. Like it's the most craziest concept I've ever seen in my life, to be honest.
Yeah, there's a lot of that going on, but
I think women are like just like these creatures that will flip a switch if you say the right thing to them.
It's what I'm saying is like I was saying, like how eczema is internal, but they give you like a steroid cream, right? And that's fine. It'll soothe you for the moment, but it won't cure eczema. Like, you know what I'm saying? What the thing that men need a cure. We need both. Don't get me wrong. We need, you know what I'm saying? We need like to learn how to talk to women better and yada, 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 which is like a topical, like a topical application. But we also need the cure, which is, you got to unpack your misogyny. You got to, you know what I mean? Like you got to learn how to treat women like human beings, see yourself as a human being, so on and so forth. That is the actual cure to what ails us. But dating coaches and men in general, we're not interested in that. Sadly, we're just not interested in that. We would rather lie to ourselves. We would rather get into these echo chambers and pat each other on the back and circle jerk one another and tell each other that it's not our fault and women are just as bad and it goes both ways and it's not systemic and women are equal to men, even though, and then in the same breath say men are the leaders and men are, you know what I mean? Like it just be all over the fucking place, right? And I'm just like, can we just get to a place where we recognize that there is a system of oppression that is the patriarchy, capitalism, and racism. These systems all function as one. We need to unpack that shit. We need to unlearn it, and we need to dismantle it. Like that's where I'm at. Like that's all I want from people to understand, like men specifically. That's where I want men to understand. But we're having a devil of a time getting men to just agree to that. Let me read the super chat. Kitty said, "Black men's self-hate need to be studied." It has been. It actually has been. It needs to continuously be studied, though. Go ahead, Dominique.
No, just thinking about it, and I guess my question is, do you think that these men hate women because they don't get women?
No.
Or don't get women because they hate women? Like, I'm genuinely confused about what's happening now.
Yeah.
And even more so, like the last guy, he came on, he started talking about, well, if you didn't have a car, or you didn't have money. And I'm listening to this and I'm thinking, like, if you're looking for a woman that's gonna like you for things, then you're already looking for the wrong thing. You should look for a person who wants to be with you because of who you are, and it starts with you being a good person, and then going from that point. And so I'm confused by what's happening now, where all these guys just all of a sudden hate women.
See, the thing
but wait, hold on, wait, Dominique. Men haven't all of a sudden started to hate women. Men have historically hated women. It's not a new concept.
Yeah, no, I guess what I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, I'm seeing this now, and they're just freely I don't know. I guess I'm just confused. I'm the lost one. I don't understand why it's just. I understand that men, it's always been hate, but now it's just like, I don't know. It's weird. I don't get it. I don't know. I guess I'm just confused. Is what's happening.
Go ahead, Dad.
I think it's just when you're going out to search information on trying to become a better man, the top guys, you searching YouTube how to become a better man, the top guys
I want to hear you speak about black people at all.
I guess red pillars who are gonna just tell you to be more alpha, go hit the gym, I don't know, make more money muscles game, and then you're in just a loop of that, and you're not checking your emotional, mental, spiritual health.
No, that's facts. Navi or Jones, did y'all want to speak on something? My bad, man.
No, it's just looking at the crash out in real time. That's the most entertaining thing on this Good Lord Sunday. It's what's really throwing me, like the crash out is crazy. Like I'm sitting in the comment section and just listening to BG, right? And I peruse TikTok and seeing your background on people's lives and stuff like that. And I just shake my head like, what? And remember, I asked you on somebody else's live, I was like, did you bang one of their women or something in the past and you didn't know? And they found out that, 20 years ago, you might have, you know what I'm saying? You might have did a Ray J and hit it first.
Nope.
But that's not what happened. It's just like dudes are upset that you're making money doing something that don't hurt people.
That's really what it is. They don't have no problem with on that man's panel. It was a black woman up there talking Cash Money shit about black women. He didn't say nothing to her about that. Then he turned around and was like, yeah, public always out here. He doesn't like black women. And I'm like, what? Y'all are up here talking about a whole group, thousands of black women. You guys are talking about thousands of black women right now. Literally tens of thousands of black women. And then you want to sell everybody that, oh, this dude don't like black women. I just be wanting it to add up. I'm cool with if you could point it out. Hey, I want to know. Show it to me. But god dang, man, y'all can't keep proving our point in real time, though. You gotta make it harder. Go ahead, Jones.
Yeah.
Nah, you know what? The thing that bothers me the most, man, is I feel like they just come on these panels.
Uh-oh. That Wi-Fi.
For to see on a regular basis. And like my the first thing I hope all the time is like, are y'all okay? Oh, my bad, bro. Hold on a second.
Yeah, you good now, but it cut out for a second. And no, they're not okay. Crashing out on a sunny Sunday. I mean, it's beautiful outside right now, man. I'm in Cali. I don't know what it's like everywhere else, but I would presume it's pretty outside. It's a good time of the year, man. Touch grass, man.
Beautiful. Yes, that's right. It's beautiful down here in Texas. Like it's
it's a nice day, man. Go out there and go do something fun.
A cloud in the sky. My pool water is cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm still not inviting none of you weirdos.
No. Never that. Never that.
It's
I'm in DC and the weather nice as hell.
Yeah, I was about to say it's even sunny out in Seattle. Like,
look at that.
We got our 2 weeks.
It's sunny in Seattle, Dominique. That's how you know today you need to be outside before you be in these streets arguing with people lying and shit. Like, I'm okay with having a conversation, but damn, y'all getting on the app to lie about a grown-ass man on a Sunday is the nastiest of work. Like, I cannot, for me, Dominique said he don't understand. No. That's the shit I don't understand. I don't understand how y'all be getting on these apps to just make up stuff. Like, make it be like, I just be wanting it to be true.
You know how many platforms, though? You know how many platforms are built off of, you know what I'm saying? Like, people talking, like putting our pictures up in the background and talking about us, though?
Yes.
You know how many platforms wouldn't exist if they didn't have us to talk about?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I understand that. I know. And and Mr. Jones, I be like, get y'all money. Because I ain't like them. I don't be pocket watching or nothing. I don't be in there like, oh, how much money did you make off of putting my face in the background? Like, give me my cut. Do your thing, brother. If you want to crash out for $1.38 in gifts and 2 new subs, do it. If that's your goal in life, do that, fam. You can do that.
No, and the craziest thing is some of them, bro, like Saul, like Black Guru, like they be telling people, if you don't send me gifts, I'm just gonna end the live. And I be thinking to myself, then bitch, bye.
But if I did that, if I do that, I'm the devil. If you do that, they're gonna be like, who you paying? And you like, I've never done that before. I'm gonna end the live if you don't give me a gift. What?
Do
did we all forget that not too long ago when they had an entire breaking up of the brotherhood, that they actually admitted that it was all strictly entertainment and you should not be able to hold them accountable for living opposite for what they were talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Did we forget about that?
Oh, I didn't forget about that.
Kind of throw me like you guys are they coming at you while at the same time when they shit got exposed,
exactly.
then all of a sudden it's just entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Guru got catfished by a whole white girl on TikTok.
Hey, he blocked me after because I was on some dude. I was on Dom's live, and then I went up there and he tried to do that same. Oh, you got a white wife, and I was like, nigga, you got catfished by a white woman. I got mine. Like if let's compare notes. I'm actually married. You got catfished by a white woman because you was that desperate. I would never be desperate enough to get catfished by anybody, let alone a white woman. Like that shit would never happen. Never in the history of niggerdom could you catfish me with a picture of a white woman. Like that shit would never happen. Like y'all crazy as fuck. You out your rabbit ass mind. You got catfished by a white woman for weeks. For weeks.
He got catfished by a sun dodger?
He did. And it was and you know the pictures. Look, y'all, the pictures was like Pinterest stock photos of a white woman in like white jeans and like
also it's just a generic white woman.
It was the most generic white woman you can think of. Like
it was a default white woman.
I was like, yo.
So she was like a girl from Kill Bill. So she was like Beatrice from Kill Bill, that type of generic.
Nah, the Uma Thurman looked good. She had monkey lips. She had the little lip. Yeah.
No.
She had the monkey lips.
Come on now.
Yeah, man.
And when did he find out? When he went to go see her?
No, so they did they agreed to have a call, a FaceTime. And when they did the FaceTime, the person, let's say like she calling him or whatever, she had the phone like this, and he answered. And he was like, show your face. And then he's like, gotcha, bitch. Hey, that shit was funny, man. Hey, that shit was funny, man. I was like, damn, bro. This crazy. That was wild, man. Hey, Riz said they know him in Seattle. He said they know him in Seattle. I don't know Dom, do you know Riz? He said they know him in Seattle. I don't know who you're talking about.
I don't know nobody by the name Riz, so you know. I don't know about that one.
I was like, yo, man. Yeah, man. We almost there, y'all. I got the it looked like I got the video loading up right now. I'm gonna throw it on YouTube and whichever one wins first, it's either gonna be YouTube or my phone, but it's downloading. I can't wait to play this video of BG lying. That shit was funny. But yeah. Yeah, that shit, the amount of lies that they tell and the amount of contradictions that they tell, that they, the amount of times that they contradict themselves is crazy. This dude, all of these dudes, all they do is lie and make up stuff. But I was on the live, I was watching the live, and Omega said that he had 2 college degrees. I said, okay. And then he was on another live talking about when he was on probation. Now I'm not saying that you can't have college degrees and also be on probation. Don't get me wrong. But the likelihood that you have 2, not 1, but 2 college degrees and are on probation is what? What do you think the odds of that is? Like how many people have 2 college degrees and is on probation at the same time? Like what percentage of people with 2 college degrees is on probation? I bet anything it's in the single digits.
Do you think that that's one of the reasons why they vote for Sonny D? Because they can relate to the felonies, they can relate to the criminality. You think that that's why they jumped like old boy Riz was talking about my brother, and then turned around and said that I can't wait for Sonny D to win so that y'all can be mad? Like here's my thing. Like you already know that the policies of Sonny D is wildly anti-black, wildly anti-black man. Like I don't understand how my brothers you side with a group of men that has never walked arm in arm with us, never walked shoulder to shoulder with us. No policies white men have ever passed that have ever been in the benefit of black men. And you sit up here trying to tell me that I'm supposed to not vote for the black woman, right? I'm supposed to vote for the felon, right? And the dude that I'm reading Agenda 47,
all right, now
y'all say he ain't got nothing to do with Project 2025. I'm reading Agenda 47, and he's talking about, you know what I'm saying, some things that are going to directly affect black men, especially those who say they're on probation. And I'm a little confused as to how you expect for me to vote for this man. Like for real.
I can't.
Where is my benefit?
But versus none of us was even talking about politics, bro. Like,
Nope.
where the fuck
Exactly.
did that come from?
Him, he couldn't wait to, man.
No, that was a reach. That he hit a quick Euro step, came back, boom.
That boy reached back. He reached back like, oh, he reached back like Odell Beckham when he caught that that boy said, oh, I'm gonna go. There we go. Meg Thee Stallion twerking. Uh-oh. I was like, wait, where the fuck did that come from? He just wanted to look, man. All these brothers that get up here, he said, I got my passport. I was a red flag. I asked him, was his wife black? He said she Ethiopian. So she black or not? Or you don't think Ethiopian women are black? Is that what y'all could?
I was just, you know what? That's the thing that caught me because my fiance is Ethiopian, right? I got a whole Ethiopian family now,
and
and
they black.
What are you talking about? Yeah,
they black, man. I know a hell of Ethiopians. They black.
Yeah, I mean, like my future mother-in-law mostly speaks Amharic, right? I mean, I've learned enough about it myself, and I'm from the South, right? I'm that type of black, and we still connect. So that was confusing, and like you said, the whole passport thing, I don't understand what that had to do with anything.
What happened? Your shit breaking up, John. What'd you say?
Hold on, let me connect to the house Wi-Fi. I just walked in.
Bet.
Jones logging in with that modern Wi-Fi instead of the traditional Wi-Fi.
But what do you guys get to where they want to just where they want to talk about women who, number one, don't even know they exist, and number two, it's like he act like twerking is just something that happened yesterday and it's just destroying the modern world. Like we're about to burst up in flames because Megan Thee Stallion twerked her ass, and she's literally making more money than he could probably ever fathom off of it. Like, if he was to sit down in front of her face and try to explain to her that twerking is bad, she'd fucking laugh her ass off.
She'd twerk out the room.
The problem is, y'all, is like there's not a chance on this earth or in Earth 3 or in any, you know what I'm saying, like universe that you could imagine that any of them would even get a second glance from Megan Thee Stallion. And that's their problem.
Yep.
That these women, black women, you know what I'm saying, specifically, don't want you. That's why the first thing he came on here and said, if you was on the bus, you know what I'm saying, and you didn't have a nice car and you wasn't making a whole bunch of money, you know what I'm saying, would women want you? No, they might not want you, bro.
They might not want you.
I never had a problem. I don't care, bro. I could have lived in my car and still been able to, you know what I'm saying, like get something. Like, what are y'all talking about?
I think Public said something the other day of something like, most women, like, yeah, that gets to the list, but like, I don't think I've ever been on a date or met a chick whoever asked me like my salary car or where I was living off rent. Like, some of that information just comes out over time. I don't know my bad. Go ahead.
No, I think what it is that a lot of men and people, period, but a lot of men lack substance, and so a lot of people say, "Well, I am my salary, I am my bank account, I am my car," and so people start putting this message out here, and they make it sound like, oh, you have to have this to get this woman, you have to have this to get this woman, and so when they feel like they don't have these things, then they don't actually have the ability to connect with a woman, and that's just like mind-blowing, because at the end of the day, like the things that you have, that it's all fine and well, like your looks even, it's all fine and well, but what substance do you have? Who are you? Like, can you hold a conversation? I don't care how good you look. Can you hold a conversation?
Uh-oh.
Like, that's where we come at.
Uh-oh. Red strikes again. Here he goes. He says, natural, no wigs, no lashes, and beautiful in Medellin, Colombia, or Africa, or Brazil. Africa's a whole continent. First of all, they wear weaves, wigs, and lashes like a motherfucker in Africa. But where are you talking about? What country specifically are you talking about in Africa, brother? That's a big ass continent.
In Brazil, does he know that there's Afro-Brazilians? There's Afro-Brazilians. Like, bro, are y'all okay?
Also, don't nobody get more. There's more plastic surgery per capita in Brazil than there ever was in America. The fuck is you talking about? And that ain't no shade. That's just reality. Colombia too. Shit.
And I lived in Africa for 7 years. Yeah, it's the weave, the makeup, and everything else is prominent. So I don't even know what he's talking about. First, here's the thing.
Anywhere colonialism has existed, Navi, wigs, weaves, and lashes is there. Wigs, weaves, lashes, all that shit is there, man. It's there. Knock it off. It's all around the world, fam.
Eurocentric standards of beauty is what has been forced on the people. So, like, at the end of the day, like what Dominique said, like, what is your substance, right? Like, if you are whining about because you ain't got money and you can't pull no women, guess what? That's a you problem. Mm-hmm. It ain't got nothing to do with the women. Because at the end of the day, what happens if you lose your job? Right? What happens if they repo your car? What else do you have to offer? Like, can you inspire a woman to stand by you when the chips are down? Or is she standing by you? A lot of times, brothers, y'all lead with your wallet. And that's why you keep running into gold diggers, because you don't know how to lead with your personality. So the first thing you do is you tell how much money you make, what type of car you drive, where you live, and all this other stuff, and what you can buy. And you wearing the flashy clothes and the flashy jewelry. So if you set the bait up to fish for a great white shark, why are you mad when one of them bite? Like, if you want for somebody to like you for you, then lead with you. Mm-hmm. Lead with you. Your money is only an extension of who you are. It doesn't make who you are. That's why y'all be losing. Because I'm sorry, like, if JJ Fish, y'all know JJ Fish, the dude that can't sing, the light-skinned dude on your, if he could get married and you ain't been able to pull nobody, that's a you problem.
I just want to say much love and respect to the lash technicians and the twerkers out there in the world. I personally, I like weaves, wigs, lashes, and twerking. All them things. They enhance, like that shit like salt.
Yes, it is. But
it's an enhancer.
Who creates the supply for twerking? Twerking exists. Those type of videos, that type of content exists because men ask for it. It is our appetite as to why it is so popular. If we would change our appetite, you wouldn't have to worry about it. But it is our appetite. I looked at, somebody tried to go back and forth with me, and I looked at something on OnlyFans, right? And on OF, it says that it's 210 million users, and 88% of the users on there are men. So y'all whine about women on OnlyFans, but the men are the ones that consume that content. Because when Queen Latifah and MC Lyte and Rage and Yo-Yo and the rest of them was out there, we put them to the side to make room for Meg and Glow. The reason y'all got a problem with Meg, Glow, Cardi, and the rest of them is because they are famous without a man taking advantage of it. That is the issue with y'all. The issue is that they did it without a biggie in their corner. They did it without somebody, you know, almost like a Ike Turner in the background, you know, taking
like Yo-Yo had Ice Cube. Yeah, they all
but when we looking at Glow, and I can't really say about
Ice Spice, all of them, yeah, Flo Milli.
But now you have these women like Glow and Meg and the rest of them. I can't say much about Nicki Minaj because she had dude behind her, but these women are famous in spite of a man being in the background taking advantage. Like, the man pushed him, or no, they came out on their own talent, their own hustle, their own grind. There isn't a man in the background saying like she wouldn't be where she was if Ike Turner didn't put her on. And y'all got a problem with those type of women because I haven't seen y'all complain about other women.
Ike Turner was singing for a long time before Tina came along, and then he was not famous. he already had a band. He already knew how to play the instruments. He already was doing what he was doing, but he wasn't. Nobody knew who the Ike Turner was until Anime came along. So y'all need to stop that shit.
But that's the point that I'm saying. Like, when Tina Turner came along and she made him relevant.
Mm-hmm.
And now these women are making their own path. They're trailblazing their own path. They don't need a dude behind them like how what's her face? The little Kim needed Biggie to push her out there. Like these women are able to do it on their own, and y'all don't like that. Y'all have a problem with that.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't hear y'all complaining about the little Kim albums or, you know, those type of other women, because you don't really associate their success with them. You associate their success with the men.
Kitty,
that, you know what I'm saying, push them out there.
Hey, Kitty clocked it. She said it's not about the action of the women. The problem is she is black, period. Absolutely. Because it's the minos, it's the misogynoir. Because even Red said it. Oh, the women in Poland. So, and then Jones was like, yeah, so you cool if, when a white, or I think, or Navi, one of y'all was like, yeah, so if a white teen woman do it, it's cool, but when a black woman do it, it's a problem. Like, y'all be really telling on yourselves when y'all be having these discussions, like all the time. It like every single time I listen to this, I'm like, oh, okay. Y'all really just be trying to, like black men specifically, when we talk about black women, y'all really be trying to control black women, right? And that battery, no doubt about it, that battery got put in our back by white T man or whatever, but that don't give y'all an excuse. That don't give you an out because the white T man put the battery in y'all back to do his bidding and subjugate black women, children, and other black men in the community. Y'all got to take that shit the fuck out y'all back at some point in time. You got to take it out. Like, it's on you. Yep, I get it. They put it in our backs. They taught us the shit. They gave us the all of that shit. You get cookies, right? You get little cookies and you know, they help you out here and there when you shit on black people. Cool. I get all of that stuff, right? But at some point in time, you gotta recognize what it's doing and take the shit out and figure out how to move around on your own. But y'all be liking to just keep it in there and then be like, it's the white man. They had us selling the drugs in 1979, and I'll be like, shut up, shut up.
Super quick.
Amber Rose, make a hell of an excuse for Amber Rose. Didn't Amber Rose get on TV and say she wasn't black? Am I tripping?
Yeah, she did. No, she did. She did. Yeah. But you know, the thing that I don't understand, and I'm really trying to figure out, and I think Tim Walls, he started saying this, and I'm really with it, is like, mind your own damn business. Right?
For real.
If you don't like something, if you don't like someone, if you don't like a specific aspect of a woman, like if that's what you're not into, then keep moving. Like, why do you have to be so strong and wrong, you know, being loud about, oh, women shouldn't do this, women shouldn't do that? Like, there are billions of people on this planet. There is someone for everyone. And if you, whatever you're looking for, no matter the shape, size, color, whatever, you can find someone. And there's more women on this planet than there are men. So why do you have to bash? I will never understand any men that bash women because of their preference. What does your preference have to do with other women? Let them be who they are, do what they want to do, and whether you decide you want to be with them or not, like, that's your decision. If not, keep moving.
Move around.
You don't have to sit there and say, oh, women shouldn't twerk. Why? If you don't want your woman to twerk, okay, internalize that, find your woman that don't twerk.
But he liked twerking, Dominique.
Not interested in that. That sounds terrible.
That sounds boring. Like, you don't like your woman. What are you talking about? Like, what do they be talking about seriously at the end of the day? I don't understand it.
They don't want their women to have fun. Like, you not want your woman to be happy. Like, what are we talking about?
I don't be getting it, man. You don't like your woman to be smiling and having a reason to dance, and y'all don't like it. They don't like their women to look better. They don't like their women to smell better. They don't like their women to twerk. Like, what do y'all really like? Like, seriously, like, I'm trying to figure it out. Y'all just like eating potatoes with no butter and no cheese. Y'all eat y'all grits with no salt, pepper, nothing.
They like dudes.
Nah, I go.
Looking for the validation of the men, but I'm dead ass when I say this. If I go out with my partner and nobody looks at them, like nobody looks at her, like they're not even getting a glance from anybody, I'm gonna feel like I did something wrong. Like, maybe I picked the wrong one. Yeah,
it's definitely, you're gonna be like, well, I ain't gonna even hold you. I don't even notice when people be looking at. I expect people to look at us when we go out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just expect that. I don't be checking for people, but like, yeah, that would be crazy to be like people just being like, yeah, like not acknowledging that you're in the fucking room. Like when we walk in the room, people look at us. You know what I'm saying? When me and my wife go out, people look at us, they talk to us, people gravitate. I'm talking about as a couple, they gravitate towards us all the time. That's like a known thing. But my wife, I like to see her have fun. I don't like to see her. I don't want to fucking keep her like hermetically sealed in a glass case or something like that. Like I want her to be a person. She could twerk without I don't need to be standing behind her. I want her to dance and move around in the world. I just want her to be safe. You know what I'm saying? Like I told her yesterday, she can't. I saw some. I don't normally be on this like getting scared too often, but I saw something yesterday about how basically like the gas stations is like super unsafe for women, especially after 5. And I told my wife, I was like, you can't pump gas no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I always thought like I be on that like equality shit, y'all know. But pumping gas, my wife she don't like to pump gas. Like most people don't like to pump gas, but now I'm like, nah, you can't pump gas. Like, don't even I got you. Like, tell me beforehand. Let me go pump your gas. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got you. Like, let me know if she got an electric car. So I'm like, you don't even need, if you driving my car, don't drive my car. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't got enough gas in it, tell me, I'll go put gas in it. But that's it. I just be wanting the world to be safe for the women, and we all just have a good time and everybody smiling and all of that shit. But I guess that's too much to ask for.
What's mind blowing though is we created this environment where women can't do that, right? And I took for granted for a long time the male privilege, right? And then I started seeing it where women can't do simple things as far as like go work out in the gym without
harass
guys trying to talk to them.
Mm-hmm.
They can't walk down the street like.
Big facts on the gym shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw this one video where
work out at all, bro. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I saw this one video where this woman was talking about how she gives every man that asks her number, and it's because anytime you reject that, Charlemagne the God said this: the most fragile thing on earth is the male ego.
100%.
And men, it's so weird that men are so fragile that they're willing to, one, curse out a woman when they get rejected, or two, even escalate past a point of physical altercation because a woman says no. And a woman should have the right to tell you, no, I don't want to give you my number. No, thank you, I'm not interested. Like, and you should be able to say, okay, thank you, have a good day. Like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? It's confusing. It's weird.
You got to understand that men are this is what I talk about all the time, but men are entitled, right? That's how the patriarchy is set up. It gives men this false sense of entitlement. Also, it has made the same system has also made false promises to men that every man would have access to a woman or the woman of his liking, right? Pretty much. That's how the patriarchy has build itself to men. It's like, look, y'all show up for me. You work in these factories. You clean. You scrub my floors. You make my money. You do my day trading for me. You buy my you buy my products or whatever. This is what I'll do for you. I will give you your very own wife slave. I will give you a very own wife slave. And the men said, bet. And we made it. And we made a deal, you know what I'm saying, with the devil. And that was years ago, right? Fast forward to now, it's harder because the women have more autonomy because the people at the top, they don't give a fuck about a treaty. Just look at the history of America. They don't give a fuck about a treaty. They don't give a fuck about a deal. Every deal they make, they got their fingers crossed behind their back like this. So just everything they say, take it with a grain of salt, right? And now now that women have more autonomy, men don't have access to these women. That's all it ain't really, it's really not that hard to see or clock. That's literally what it is. And the more freedom women get, the less likely men are to get with a woman. The more a woman has the option to choose between you or singleness, essentially, right? Between you or staying by herself, because those are the options, right? A man or by herself. Her friends, whatever her friend group by herself, whatever. I don't mean she's lonely, but just not having a man. A lot of women are waking up to the fact, damn, life ain't so bad without a man. Oh, wait a minute. As a matter of fact, not only is life not so bad, life kind of litty two titties without a man. Oh, wait, matter of fact, guaranteed life is better without a man. Like a lot of women are waking up to that. Like that is like, and me telling men, hey, some of y'all y'all are desperately reliant upon women. I get that. I totally understand that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how the system, that's how it programmed this. All I'm saying to you is if that's the case, right? If you do want a woman and you want companionship, because I don't think anything's wrong with wanting a partner, man or woman, right? Or people. If you do want a partner, I believe that these are the ways that you got to go about changing yourself, right? These are the things you gotta address. Like I said, the misogyny, the misogynoir, you know what I'm saying, the racism if you're not black, you know, so on and so forth, right? Like you gotta really attack those things. You gotta confront them head on. You gotta heal up the mommy wounds, the daddy wounds. You gotta get rid of the entitlement. You gotta shrink the ego. You know what I mean? Like you really gotta do that shit. You really, really, really gotta put in the effort to do that. Because if you don't, you are going to miss out. You are not going to get a partner. You're just not, man. It's musical chairs at this point, right? It's musical chairs. The women are the chairs. Y'all are going to miss out. When the music stops, y'all gonna miss out. You're gonna hit the ground, you're gonna hit the floor because y'all not doing nothing to better yourself. You just out here existing and you floating in the cosmos. You're not doing nothing to be a better person. That's the problem. At the end of the day, that's the problem, man. Y'all don't care nothing about nobody else. You don't even care about yourself, because if you did, you would actually work on yourself. Let me read this super chat real quick, and then we'll get to you, Dad. How much to ban Riz from the chat as well? Y'all wanna ban Riz from the chat? Oh man. I don't want. He came up though, man. Riz, you got a girl. What you mean we ain't missing out? Don't you got a woman? Didn't you say you got a whole wife? Here you go lying. Riz said we not missing out. Who is we, sir? I thought you got a girl. I thought she was Ethiopian. I thought you had an Ethiopian girl. That's crazy. Okay. Anyways. Nah, don't mute that, man. Hey, man, when people come up, I like to let them live unless I don't know what he's saying, though. Is he being, like, utterly disrespectful, or is he just being annoying? Yeah, he met overseas, so he said. Yeah, I don't know if he's being utterly disrespectful. Go ahead, dead boys.
I was just saying a point that Dom had made earlier about, like, where all the hate came from. But, I mean, these guys are monetized with thousands of subscribers, basically going on marathon lives about hating women, and it's gotten a ton of traction. So, I mean, at one point, it's like, I mean, because I know you pretty, and you have a decent following on TikTok, but when it comes to like YouTube, it's like those guys with the loudest voices are the guys in the red pill spaces hating women all day, and until we can get a guy like you who can basically somehow even get into like half of that reach, then I feel like there will be a lot of guys who are able to check their emotions, check the misogyny that they were raised with, because like you don't really know it until somebody like a man straight up tells you, like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it is different hearing it from a guy like you versus
a woman.
Like, yeah, for sure.
No, it is.
Because like anytime, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I had a single mom and she was just worried about getting stuff done. And then I had a stepdad later on and he was just trying to make sure I got through college and whatnot. But other than like having my emotions checked, you don't really hear this except for women on social media that you're so prone to scroll past by. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
It's definitely different hearing it from a man. And that's why it's important for more men, you know what I'm saying? For the Navis and the Jones X and all of y'all, for us to like say it more, because it should be very normalized for men to call out the problematic behavior of other men. Like it should be very normal. But as you can see, the shit almost doesn't exist. The same way you don't see many white T people calling out the problematic behavior of other white T people.
Big
right?
Facts. Yo, we got canceled the Olympics, y'all.
Why? What happened?
Man, they had somebody on the closing ceremony twerking.
Who was twerking, man? From what country? What country, man?
They allowed that at the Olympics. They had Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre on there performing, and the girl was twerking on the goddamn Olympics, man.
That's
they gonna have our kids out here twerking now.
Shut it down.
Twerking now. We got canceled.
Shut it down.
Snoop was up there. Snoop was up there in a whole crib. That shit. Snoop was up there in a whole crib suit, flying the Olympic flag the other day. Y'all worried about twerking. Hey, y'all worried about twerking. Y'all worried about twerking. Snoop out here promoting cripping across the globe. What the fuck? I don't know. See, if you from Cali, you know cripping ain't nothing to play with. That's what I'm saying. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I'd much rather have a twerking daughter than a gangbanging son. Y'all crazy.
In the hood, causing poison, beating women, getting women pregnant, leaving. They will never call out those lame OGs in the hood. They will never say nothing about those lame OGs. They'll blast their music, put them on a pedestal, and then want to talk about Megan Stallion twerking. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, bro. I'm never watching the Olympics again. It's a wrap for me, bro.
Disrespectful.
Yeah, I can't put up with this type of nonsense.
It's not.
This is on the Olympics.
The Olympics ain't classy.
Breakdancing in the Olympics now. I hope they start a twerking contest in the Olympics.
That'd be dope.
Cause that's some real work.
But don't put Australia in it, because we already seen what they was doing with breakdancing.
Breakdancing shit was not it, bro. I watched it thinking they was gonna be getting some some Jabberwocky shit.
Yeah, man, I was so upset. Like, y'all had a breakdancing contest and y'all didn't invite the niggas Jabberwockies into it. It's just, and that woman that was scurrying around on the floor like somebody sprayed her with Raid was just too much.
Hey, the Australia lady was walking around yawning and shit. Like, I was like, wait. I was like, remove. I said, this ain't, I'd rather the Olympics have smack battle raps than have if you're gonna take any element of hip hop, take breakdancing out. Like, do smack battle rap, do graffiti, do DJing, like do something else. Like, any one of those things would have been more entertaining. But the breakdancing, I was watching that shit like, y'all just not athletic enough. You gotta be pretty athletic to breakdance effectively, man.
No, what I think it is that, those countries sent their best breakdancers.
Mm-hmm.
But who was there to tell them that their best wasn't good enough? Nobody.
Not the judges.
That's what a problem is. And so they got there to that stage thinking that they were the best in the world, not knowing that they were completely outclassed.
I will say this. Looking at it like this, it's a new event. When they started, if y'all go back, like I've been on Gym Talk for some reason. A bunch of like the gymnastics shit been popping up, and I've been watching a lot of like modern day gymnasts watch like gym shit, them perform from like a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? Like from the early days, it was like it's like a 1-to-1. Like they were so trash back in. It's like the same thing, but then you fast forward to now, they're way better. So maybe next year they'll be better. Hopefully they get shamed, and I don't know, they come together. I don't want to see no Russian breakdancers though. I ain't gonna even hold y'all. I want to see, let me get some people from the islands. I could do that. I could do, you already know, I mean, I don't know how I didn't see an American breakdancer, but I'm sure they was up there. I don't know how the fuck they lost. The Japanese woman won for her thing. Japanese people pretty good at breakdancing though. I ain't gonna even hold you. Japanese people pretty good.
They get it.
They pretty solid. Let them stay. But it was some of them up there. I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't want to see Australia back though. That's all I know. Let's get Australia up out of there. But hey, gentlemen, I appreciate y'all coming up, man. I'm gonna consolidate this panel a little bit. I got some people I'm gonna bring up here. Go ahead, racial self-defense.
I'm kind of shocked by what you just said about the breakdancing thing. I mean, I thought it was kind of dope. I already knew Japan was going to do their thing. I actually wanted to see Japan. I started to watch that replay. I watched one of the dudes against this Japanese dude, but I didn't see the Japanese girl. But nevertheless, though, like I think you would be great at gymnastics. I kind of look at you as a mental gymnast. I mean, it must be hard juggling the stuff that you be saying, telling black women that they need black men to step up their game or be married to a white woman. I mean, that's amazing. Like, you're a mental gymnast, but how's it going, brother?
Good.
I guess he thought he did something just now.
I was waiting for the punchline. That was it.
I almost fell asleep, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was like, this is more.
Is that all you got, Rachel? You got some more to give us? Or is that all you got?
I think he thinks he did
Listen
something.
here. Listen here, buddy. Listen here, buddy. You walking on thin ice.
Bro, you paint your nails just like public panderers. Stop playing. Look, he got his nails painted too. Of course you gonna have his back.
Hey, yo, isn't it weird how grown men are always paying attention to, like, my facial features, my eye color,
You make
my
fun of us,
nails,
man, that painter.
my hair? Like, y'all, are y'all okay? Are y'all okay?
I don't know, man. I think it's crazy.
Rachel,
Bro, if you
do
trying
you
to shoot
think?
your shot, bro, my DMs is open.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not really my type. But
We were talking about that yesterday. I'll take no offense to men flirting with me, man. It's just a part of life.
Like, listen. I don't understand. Some of y'all act like, you know,
Also put 5 on Rachel.
It's contagious. Y'all feel like it's contagious. Like if Mr. Jones was to sit next to you, then all of a sudden you're gonna automatically want to paint your nails. Like if Mr. Jones wants to paint his nails,
You might.
Mr. Jones want to paint his nails. What's that got to do with you?
yeah, like,
I
why
don't
are you paying so
understand.
much attention to me, bro? You a whole
Yeah,
man.
like what? Why can't
Just
you talk
follow me
about
and be
the
done with it,
prompt? Yeah,
Just
talk
follow
about
me
the
and be done
prompt.
with it.
Well, they can't never.
I
Hey,
thought men-
we go.
I thought men were more I thought men were more logical and not emotional.
Yeah, they wasn't all in
That
there
was a
emotion.
very emotional.
Illogical. Men are more illogical, Navi. We're more illogical.
Imagine listening to men who paint their nails and deride other men for advice about emotions or any kind of advice, period. Imagine that. But anyways, though.
Oh, Rachel.
Do you like
public? Can I say something without being interrupted or being muted? Because damn, they don't ever let me talk.
Well, you got to stop interrupting people. Go ahead, Rachel.
You ain't the first one that said that. And by me creating this moniker, I already knew that would come about by idiotic people. Well, anyways, it doesn't even matter. Look, get into the point, right? Get into the point is this, right? Dang, now I'm losing my train of thought. Damn it.
Yeah, bro, that's what happens when you ain't got shit to say, bro.
No, really, for real.
Hold on, I have a very important question for you too. It's hella funny, but I'm gonna let them go ahead. I'm gonna try to remember what I was gonna say because all these interruptions by these morons is kind of like draining on me. It's draining. Hold on.
Draining on you? Y'all be using words out of context.
I said draining.
Yeah, draining on you. I know.
I say on me. I said it's draining.
Okay, you said on me. It's okay. You misspoke.
You don't know how to concentrate?
He can't.
You can't focus?
Dramatic, bro.
I thought that was like the foundational of man shit. I thought that, you know, when we talk about misogyny, that you will be able to focus. But it seems like you don't have any focus.
Why y'all be lying about? They be lying about the simplest shit. Man. Yeah, dog. I don't got it in me, man. I'm happy. I ain't never been this weird in my life.
Ever. Like, literally, I've never. We was talking on the phone yesterday for like an hour.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't never. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially not somebody that wasn't one of the homies.
Never.
I never went around and just started talking about the way other men look.
That's crazy. The way another man look. Like, I've never been like, oh, you like somebody you don't know.
I do it to you though. I don't like, you know what I'm saying, that your ears are symmetrical.
Hey.
I don't like that you have a full mustache.
Hey. But my beard don't connect, man. I've been praying for my beard to connect for
this
years.
Is a beautiful thing when two black men can paint their nails and just have jokes and just, you know, have a good conversation with amongst each other. Like,
right?
This is actually a pretty cool thing, man. Like, I've never seen this happen before in any heterosexual male friendship. I've never seen this happen. Like, you two are the first heterosexual males that are able to paint your nails. What the fuck was fun?
Hey, man. Come on, bro.
Can somebody do a wellness check on him? Because he just tried to do a Vincent Price. He tried to do a Vincent Price after Thriller. And you know, what is going on? What the fuck? Mr. Jones, this is your fault. This is your fault.
They should make a meme of you with your nails like that, looking like that, public. They should make a meme of that shit.
They have.
Hey, yo, public, watch this. Hey, Rachel, do you have an issue with like men that wear?
How dare any of y'all call me Rachel with your nails painted? How dare y'all? How dare y'all?
You have a problem with men that like wear wigs and makeup and high heels and tights?
No, but listen. You have your
Answer the question. Nah. Answer the question. Nope.
Don't try to bring me into
Nope. Answer the question. And they got 20. Hold on. Regina Renee put 15 on his head. She said, let's drop him. So they put there's 20 on his head. Osa put 5 too. She said,
I got $25 more. Come on, y'all.
She said, let's drop him so he could collect his thoughts and come back tomorrow. He need a little time to think about it, man. Take a seat. Take a lap. Go ahead, man.
Can you answer the question?
Go.
Can you answer the question?
I know y'all ain't broke.
Can you answer the question?
Hey, Rachel, you definitely the type of black man that tell black women.
What's the question, ma'am?
Hold on, Rachel. You definitely the type of black man that called a black woman big money, huh?
Yo, listen, I know what I was going to ask you now. Look, no interruptions. I know I was going to ask you now. Look, you know what you remind me of?
Yo, G.
Me of Pookie.
Hold on.
You remind me of Pookie.
Hold on, wait. I remind you of your G. That man said, you know what you remind me of?
Listen, check this out. Hold on. You remind me of a Pookie that's been living underneath the woman, right? Who's been paying all the bills that had an epiphany, right? That had an epiphany, was like, you know what? I've been treating her wrong. Here she is, working hella hard, paying all the bills. I'm sitting at home on TikTok all damn day.
Let me get the big
she out there working hard. You know what? I'm going to start telling brothers they ain't ish. You know what? Y'all ain't ish. All we do is sit around the crib and let these women pay all the bills for us. She done come home, she done cook, she done clean, she done did it. That's what you remind me of a Pookie who came to a recollection like, you know what?
Oh, what?
Maybe it's time that I start standing up for women.
Hold on. You said I came to a recollection? Hey, brother.
Hold on.
Nah, fam. Hey, they got 32 on that boy head. They put 32 on that boy head. He said, nah, you done, fam. You said I came to a recollection. He ain't seen that. He can't read.
Did you see this?
Yeah, I can see that.
You see the screen?
Yeah.
You see that? Hold on. Let me.
Are your nose painting in that one too?
They absolutely are.
Are you turned on, Rachel?
Yo, do you see this?
Hey, Mrs. Tia said Rachel. Hold on. They said Rachel's laugh scares me.
Say today, New York Times
I read across it before. I didn't know you was a Rudy Poo though. I didn't know you was a Rudy Poo dude like that. I'm glad I ain't fighting none of your books.
Rachel.
Hold on. They said Rachel. They said Rachel's laugh scared the fuck out of me.
I don't think you can read, Rachel. I don't think you can read in order for you to be able to buy my books and comprehend them. But
3 degrees later, though, right? 3 degrees later, right?
Whenever.
Oh, well, how about time out, Navi? Hold on, time out. When they say stuff, we got to clock it. Rachel, are you claiming you got 3 degrees right now?
Man, I done did way more in my life than you ever.
Nah, that ain't what I asked you. Did you just claim that you had 3 degrees?
I'm trying to tell you, public, like seriously.
Seriously, did you just say you got 3 degrees?
It's reality, public.
Hey, man.
Is it 3 degrees?
I just want to know how many
Public, it's so crazy. Public, it is so crazy.
Hey, man, I want to know if you just said you had 3 degrees. Why do y'all come up here lying?
Public, just because you haven't accomplished nothing besides having a TikTok platform doesn't mean no one else has done anything, public. What don't you understand, bucko?
That you like.
Degrees in?
What's one of them in? Nah, all 3. Fuck that. Run it.
It doesn't even matter.
It doesn't matter? Or you're lying? Because you're lying.
I feel like you're trying to build up a character profile. I really feel like you're trying to build up a character profile, and I need to stop willfully giving out information, to be honest. I need to stop doing that.
I mean, you came up on his panel and you don't like the man, which is pretty weird to me.
Oh, no, he liked me.
No, I think he's hilarious. No, I actually think he's kind of funny.
Hey, they said, hey, somebody, let me read this Cash App. Hold on, let me read this Cash App. They said, Cash App. They said, Rachel sound like he smelled like Badussi. Hey, Ray.
Only someone like you would laugh at that. Like, I swear.
I just like the word Badussi. That shit take me back.
Would laugh at some shit like that. promise. What kind of hat you wearing today, man? Look at this shit. What did you put on your head? Commercial? Listen, what kind of hat is that, man? The McDonald's commercial. Man. Come on, man. You gotta do better, man. You camming up from the 90s. You hosting the show. You gotta do better, man. You have to do better. At least your nails is matching your hat. Your nails is matching your hat. I'll give you that much. It's the second day in a row your nails match your hat.
No. What's the black kid from the hood that got the job at Calvin?
At Wack Arnold's. Hold on. Hey, we got enough to drop? Oh yeah, they closed the door on him.
Because I'm talking about men painting their nails.
Yeah, they closed the door on that boy. What happened?
No, he didn't come up and say anything worth hearing at all. Bro.
That was crazy.
He said that he said he had 3 degrees, and I think it's a separation, like the movie that Will Smith was in when Will Smith played the gay guy. He was really concentrating on y'all
fingernail. Hey, he got three bottles of degree, but he don't got no 3 degrees.
I was trying to figure out what the question he was gonna ask, because he said, "Oh, I lost my train of thought. I was gonna ask a question." Hey. And he went on like this anti-black rant.
That was. He just wanted to make room so he can go on an anti-black rant. Somebody said, Rachel sound like he shop at City Trends. Y'all remember when he was trying to talk shit? And I was like, "What kind of shoes you got on right now?" And he was like, "Some Air Max." And I was like, "What year?" And he was like, You know that boy don't got no. He said he had on some Air Max. That fool couldn't say the. I was like, "What year, man? The ones, the 90, 95, 96, 90. Which ones, man?"
Air Juans. He wearing Air Juans, and I said Juans. He got on some Air Juans.
He had on some dirty Air Force Ones. Like he had on the. Hey, that boy wear white girl Air Force Ones on a red.
Look, I ain't lying to y'all. When I was living in Liberia, man, they used to have like the counterfeit shoes, and they used to look real good, but they had this pair of shoes called Mikey's.
Oh, that's wild.
The swoosh and everything, but instead of the N, it was an M, and then like Liberian people would try to cut off Mikey's. It's diabolical work, and they used to try to paint over that last line of the M to make it look like an N. Boy, it was ridiculous, and I'm not gonna lie, because we had no money, I did it too.
Hey, nah, yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do, brother.
Then I said he wearing the racial sixes.
Oh man, this shit crazy. I got a question though. I got a question. Okay, real quick. Let's do a little bit of business while we up. I got y'all up here. Well, I got some people that can think and speak. So I am under this, and y'all can tell me. I don't mind. You disagree? You guys, I don't give a fuck. This ain't even about that. I want to know. I say we should invalidate men's feelings, right? And every day these men come up here and talk to me is exactly why I say we shouldn't invalidate men's feelings. How do you guys feel about that statement? Does that make you feel any type of way as a man? Do you feel like that's the wrong approach? Like, what do you think?
I will say men need to, in order for their feelings to be validated, they gotta know how to process feelings in the first place. They have to know what feelings they're actually feeling at the time in order to get them validated. Like, they don't even think anger is a emotion. So it needs to go back to the basics of like them being able to kind of figure out like what they're feeling at the moment, because I feel like they can't even articulate how they're feeling, like if they're sad or if they're frustrated. Like, I don't even think most of them have like that basic concept down. So it's like, how you want us to validate your feelings when you can't even express and articulate them properly? Like, you can't even do it up here on the panel when y'all come up here. So it's like, it's baby steps.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's levels to this shit, and they need to be on like level 1, and then from there we can progress.
Women expect the guy to put it. I think that if you want your feelings validated, right, you should talk to a therapist. And bullshit when I say that. I don't even mean that to be funny.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you want your feelings validated, go talk to your therapist. Or, you know what I'm saying, like, have that conversation, with your partner in the confines of your relationship. Or have that, that conversation with your homies. But, like, in terms of men who actively are participating, in the patriarchy or actively participating in harm.
Mm-hmm.
People are tired of hearing what you have to say. Literally,
yeah.
People are tired of hearing what you have to say because the vast majority of it is based in your fee-fees, right?
Mm-hmm.
And not in anything that we can quantify. How many times have we heard, what I'm saying, like men come here and, oh yeah, the system is against us. Why I gotta pay child support? You know what I'm saying? So she can get her nails done. And why, why does the court system, you know what I'm saying, which is predominantly male judges, by the way,
yeah,
always favor women and so on and so forth? Because y'all ain't showing up.
Mm-hmm. You lost because you didn't show
as
up.
A single father who has custody of his children,
Mm-hmm.
as a single father who has custody of his children, if you actually were putting in the work and you were actually showing up, these issues wouldn't be issues. Like, you created this system
Mm-hmm.
And said that women were the ones that should be taking care of children, and the courts agreed with you. Why? Because the courts are dominated by men.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you create these systems and then are upset that the systems didn't work out in your favor. It's wild.
I think
the patriarchy is harmful to men.
I think the thing that frustrates me too about these conversations is because, like I put in the prompt though, men's feelings have historically been validated. And where has it gotten us? Like we are here because of men's feelings being validated over and over and over again. Right. So oh no. Oh yeah, I saw that video, Tori. But that's but we have arrived where we got to because men have been validating other men's feelings this whole time. The reason why what has led to women being subjugated and black people being subjugated and all time and working class people being subjugated is because men's feelings have been being heard this whole time and validated, right? If women's feelings were validated, if women's real life experiences was validated, we wouldn't be here. Because you cannot in one breath say, I understand why women feel the way that they feel. I understand why women think the way that they think and do the things that they do. And I also understand the harm that we've caused them, but then simultaneously work against her. You know what I'm saying? Like, it will make you stop hurting them. That's why y'all go out of y'all way to invalidate women's real life, real lived experiences. You go out of your way to invalidate them. And then you go out of your way to bolster and to validate men's voices and men's experiences, right? Because men come up here all the time and say the opposite of the things we know to be the things that we know to be true. I've been live 5, 6, 7, however many days in a row, right? The last 3 days in a row, Jones, Navi, if y'all wasn't in here, we have exposed men lying, like just big ass lies though, like lies they could have let go, but then it snowballed until it became this great big behemoth of a lie. And it's happened like 1, 2, 3, 4 days in a row, just lying. I'm like, what? Like, what the fuck is going on? And guess what? While those dudes were lying, it was 10 dudes in the comment going, "You go, brother. You go. You're right, brother. Yep, you're right." I'm like, what? That's how we got here. That's what emboldened y'all to lie.
This is crazy work, bro.
You said what?
This is crazy work. You go, brother.
They love that shit, bro. They love that. Oh my God. They be in the comments, just tapping. You're right, brother. Everything you say is right, brother. They could say the dumbest, most ahistorical, anti-black shit, and it's gonna be 10 dudes in the comments to be like, yep, let's gift them. Like, what is wrong with y'all? That doesn't.
Bro, I just got introduced to the Hodge twins today.
Oh, what? What?
Yeah, the first time, bro, I ain't never seen them before. I seen it today.
Before 2020. You've never seen the Hodge twins before 2024?
Never, bro.
Oh
never.
My God. Oh, you in for a treat.
Never. Look, I was looking at the comments and I was like, this can't be real life. It's all white people. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man, I love you, brother.
You go, brother.
The truth. And I'm like, what is this?
You go, brother. Let that hate out. Hey, Clayton, take off your mask. Hey, Clayton, remove your mask. That's what they sound like to me. That's what they be. That's what they bro. I'm telling y'all, if you want to know what these dudes look and sound like, I bullshit y'all not. Go look up Clayton Bigsby. Just watch it again and get a refresher and tell me it ain't a fucking 1-to-1. It ain't a 1-to-1. That's what every single time I see it, I'm like, damn, they really out here, whether they're minos.
Their videos about bad things about black people. Every single one.
Every one of them. Whether they're minos, whether they're just straight up misogynist, whether they're racist, whether they're anti-black, it don't matter. They are shitting on the class of people that they belong to. I see poor white T people shitting on other poor white T people. I see working class black people shitting on working class black people. I see black men shitting on black women. I see the Dana Danes of the world. I see, like, it's the wildest shit I've ever, and they all look like black white supremacists to me. Every single one. You're either a class traitor, you're a race traitor, or you're a misogynist. Like, how do you want to, or you're all three, because I ain't gonna separate them. Most of the time you're all three, right? But I see that shit like time and time and time again, man. I'm really just sick of it at this point, to be honest with y'all. I got very little patience for it, because it's dangerous. It's not a game. It's not a joke. It's not oh, Mr. Jones, you feel that way, and Navi, you feel that way, and I feel this way. You know what's the funniest shit? When people say, we could disagree on politics and still be friends. How? It depends on your politics, but in general, how? How can we disagree politically?
Fundamental ethics and morals do not align, bro.
How can you disagree on politics and still be friends? I mean, you can't be good friends. You could be associates. I ain't gonna even hold you. You could be an associate. You can't be a fucking friend to me, though, and you're out here like, you go in the booth and you go, yep, I'm going to vote for a group of people that are actively working to oppress your group specifically, or more than any other group, the group of people that you belong to. Yep, cool. Check the box, and they come out the box. High five, brother. Yeah, brother.
I gotta get ready to go soon and catch my flight back to Florida. So I'm gonna talk to my parents for a little bit.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Jones. Yep, you too, man.
Catch you on the rebound, brother.
Tip the tie on the running kind.
So, public, I would say that black men's or men's feelings can only be validated when we get back in touch with our humanity.
Mm-hmm.
Then our feelings can be validated, because right now we don't care about other people's feelings. We don't care about women's feelings or the children's feelings, or even other men who may not align with misogyny and patriarchy. So it's kind of difficult to actually expect women to validate our feelings when most of the time our feelings are kind of like, we don't respect anybody else's feelings unless it kind of
aligns with our shit.
Aligns with our shit. Thank you. Aligns with our shit and make us feel as if we are in a position of leadership. It's something I'm always confused. Like, why are so many men wanting to be leaders? And I'm like, you do know that being a father or a husband or something like that is not a leader.
No.
Being a leader is something totally different. Like, being a leader means that everything else in your life has to take the back burner, and the people come first. The people come before your family, they come before your kids, come for everything else. And they're talking about leader. And a lot of us don't want to be martyrs. Mm-hmm. We're not prepared for martyrdom. I'm not talking about losing your life. I'm just saying, period. Because what is the saying? You know what I'm saying? You live long enough, you be a hero, and you live long enough, and you turn into a villain. And a lot of us aren't capable. We don't have the mental or the emotional fortitude to deal with it.
That's real life facts.
When you talk about being, like, when you are a father, you are a husband, that's what you are. You are a father, you are a husband. When we talk about a leader, somebody that's the head of the household, that's not what a leader is. It's not. And y'all keep getting it twisted. Like, a leader is what Brother Malcolm did. You understand what I'm saying? That's what leaders did. Marcus Garvey, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., those are leaders. And their family took a back burner, despite all of the imperfections they may have had. They became martyrs because they couldn't. The people come first, and a lot of us don't even know what a leader is. We think that the people that we're leading are supposed to serve us when we're supposed to serve the people. So even if you're saying that you are a leader of your household and you're a black man and you lead your household, we don't want to serve our wives. We don't want to serve our children. We want them to serve us. You want the big piece of chicken. You want to be served first. Me in my house, I want my kids served first because that's the reason why I'm working. What shouldn't my kids eat first? It's not like my plate coming out an hour later, but it feels good for me as a father to see them eat first. Right? Like to see them eating first. I don't look at my kid, I'm jealous of you, why she gave it a plate. No. Because that's why I'm working.
Yeah.
That's why you work so hard. So that the people that are dependent on you to make good decisions can enjoy from the fruits of their labors. It is you serve your family. Right? Like, so if there isn't enough food to go around, I want my wife and children to eat, and then I'll get the remaining.
That's fact.
That's how that works.
We all gonna eat.
No, but if you want someone to validate me, and we want people to validate our feelings without us getting back in tune with our humanity, it's never gonna work. Because what happens is that we require women to make all of these sacrifices, and then there is no return in the investment. And that's the issue. There is no return in the investment of a woman when she gives birth to our children, when she takes care of the home and go to work, deal with all of our trauma and all our insecurities. And then when it's time for us to listen to her, when it's time for us to validate her feelings and her insecurities, then all of a sudden there's an excuse. There's a reason why we have a problem with trying to listen to what she's saying. And for me, so it's difficult for me to say, because I do believe in essence, if we're not listening to a man when he expresses his feelings, it can turn into something else. But at the same time, until men can actually get in tune with your humanity, get in tune with our empathy, it's kind of hard to try to get someone to take our feelings seriously because we're not returning the favor.
Hey,
see, my thing is,
wait, hold on. Wait, Shiny, give me a second. Bro, I just wanted to make sure everybody get a chance to speak real quick. Go ahead, Sin, and then go ahead, C-Day.
I'm gonna be real quick. First off, everything you said, Navi, amazing. Following you is a pleasure. I'm gonna agree. But so with validating men's feelings, people who ask for validation, the adverse of that is that those are often the people that don't give validation. That ties into what Navi was saying. So it has to be reciprocal. Unfortunately, men don't reciprocate that, but not only they don't reciprocate it, the reason why is because they don't do it for themselves. And so I say this a lot, when men aren't gentle with themselves, they can't be gentle with others. When men don't validate themselves, they can't validate others. When they don't do the work, they can't make a safe space for anybody else. If you're not this going on, I'm on a panel. I guess what I'm really saying is men have a lot of work to do, and they got to start doing it sooner than later because they losing us. They losing us real bad. We all understand that the patriarchy is a dangerous place in which it literally stifles men from being emotional, and that condition starts in boyhood. But I don't know. I'm still looking for and trying to understand where the breakdown is. I know it's somewhere along adolescence. It's telling boys not that men don't do this and things of that nature. But at some point, we as a society are going to have to work backwards and stop them from thinking that. Because again, if you can't be gentle with yourself, who can you be gentle with? We got a bunch of black holes, a bunch of dudes with black holes in their chest running around, sucking up everything in their path and spitting out the crumbs. And it's ridiculous because again, it's the children and the women that are the casualties. And I'll land there.
Yep, that's right, Sam. Go ahead, C-Dave.
What's good, man? Let me get this on out real quick. So, when we're talking about validating people's feelings, validation simply means acknowledging someone's feelings and then acting accordingly to it. That's all it means. And to say that someone's feelings, whether it's men, women, children, whatever the case may be, doesn't need to be validated. That's a toxic relationship, right? You cannot have a relationship, a healthy relationship, if someone in that particular relationship is not receiving how someone says they feel about something and then saying, you know what, nope, that's not valid. It breaks down the relationship. So I think when you say that men's feelings should not be validated, or why should they be validated? Because I think that every human being wants to be with someone or be in the company of people who would take their feelings, understand it, and say, you know what, I can understand it and act accordingly. Yep. So I think that's the issue with it. Right? You can't have a healthy relationship if one of the parties is not validating the other person's feelings. You just can't. It doesn't happen.
Yeah, and I hear you on that. I wasn't talking about relationships specifically. I was talking about like black. I was talking about men as a whole. But even if you want to talk about relationships, the majority of the time in the relationships, men are telling the same type of lies that they tell on these platforms. They tell the same type of lies in a relationship. So even then, I would say, fuck their feelings. Men don't only gaslight when they come on TikTok. They practice gaslighting in their personal relationships, and then they think that they can also gaslight everybody on TikTok and on these platforms. That's the problem.
Let me ask you, how can you tell someone they're lying about how they feel about something?
By their actions.
Explain.
We just had somebody up here 20-30 minutes ago who was talking crazy about Meg Thee Stallion and saying that twerking was immoral and gonna bring society down, and black people are so terrible because this black woman was on stage twerking. And then I asked him, do you like twerking? And he said yes. So obviously it ain't that bad if you like it. It doesn't make any sense to me. So I just, like, men say this all the time. Men like to say stuff like, I don't pay attention to what women say. I paid attention to what women do, which is a lie, right? Because if they actually paid attention to what women did, then they wouldn't be up here lying on women. They don't pay attention to what women do. What they do is most men project what men do onto women. That's usually what's happening, right? I pay attention to what men do and not what men say. I mean, I pay attention to both, but I'm saying when you say, how do I know what men are saying is what men say is a lie? Is because look at society. Let me ask you a question. Do you think that women, most men are actively oppressing women?
Actively impressing?
No, oppressing women.
Oh, oppressing.
Hmm?
You say most men?
Yeah.
I would say yes, because I think most men, you talk about in this country, right?
Yeah, in this country, the world, whatever.
Yes, because most men in this country are white. Yes.
Yeah, but so you don't think, fuck it, you don't think most black men are actively oppressing women?
No.
Okay.
We don't have the power to oppress. We don't have no power to oppress.
Okay, cool. I love this. So black men don't have the power to oppress. Okay. So what is oppression not abuse? Like if let's say like black men, or I mean, we can talk about selling drugs, that would be an act of it, or black men being violent against being the most violent group of people in our society. That's not a form of oppression.
You talk about what? You talking about specifically black men, right?
I'm saying.
So you think black men are the most violent people in this country?
No, in our community. I'm sorry, not in society. In our community, black men are by far the most violent group of people.
Okay, the most violent.
Yeah.
Okay.
So therefore, black men actually are oppressive, and we do have the power to oppress. That is definitely oppression. When you belong to the group or participate in the violence in the community, you are actively participating in the oppression of the community. Because what is more oppressive than violence against the people in the community?
So violence is, so you believe that violence is oppressive, right?
I don't believe that. I know it to be true. Okay. It's 100% true. Yes.
Okay, cool. So then that means that both men and women are oppressive.
No, see, that's dumb, because once again, it's not a sum zero game. It's not to say that women aren't violent at all. That's not what it's saying, because human beings can be violent. Don't get me wrong, right? But men, black men specifically, since you want to say black men can't be oppressive, if black men are responsible for 95, 98, 90% of the violence in our community, then you cannot turn around and say, well, women are actively participating too. That doesn't 10% of the violence is not systemic. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not about being perfect. It's not like saying, like, there is people can be violent. Don't get me wrong, right? Violence will probably exist forever and ever and ever within humanity. That doesn't mean though but that would not mean that as a society, oppression cannot be wiped out, right? If a handful of people are violent, that doesn't mean that we still oppress. See, because some group of people are violent, and that's what you're making that case right now. You're trying to say, well, Black women also can be violent. That's true, but they only commit a fraction of the violence in our community, so they wouldn't be a part of the oppression, brother.
Okay, so you said that you have to be able to commit more than 10% of violence to be.
You would have to be able to commit it on a systemic level, where it reached a systemic level, where it reached the vast majority of the population, where you are the majority, where you represent the majority of the like. It would have to be systemic. Black women's violence is not systemic. It's not. Even when you talk about kids, against kids, it's not systemic.
Oh, that's a lie.
It's not.
That's a lie.
It's not a lie.
You can't sit up there and say, so if you say we commit 90% of the violence, and you look at the violence committed against children, and women are more than half of the violence that perpetuate.
They're not. That's a lie. See, Dave, we already know you don't know how to read studies. That's a lie. Okay. Women are responsible for more for the abuse, but abuse is abuse violence. No, see, that's how I know you didn't read the study, because the number one form of abuse is neglect, and both men and women, when it comes to children, both it is neglect. That is the number one form of abuse, is neglect, not physical.
What's the second?
Physical is second.
Okay.
Yeah, but neglect is by far. That's what I'm saying. It's not close. It's by far.
It's not by far.
You never read the study, see, Dave.
I did read the study.
Then how didn't you know that? Because you didn't know that until 2 seconds ago.
I just said I didn't know that.
You didn't know it. You wouldn't see, Dave. If you knew it, you wouldn't have made the statement you just made. That's what I'm saying.
But neglect is still abuse, right? It is still abuse, and we can.
It's not violence.
So again, whatever you want to call it. So let's say it's not violence, but again, it's still abuse.
Yeah. Right? Now you're moving the goalposts.
Abuse is also oppressive.
Abuse can be oppressive. Yep.
Okay, tell me a situation where it's not oppressive.
If it's not on a mass scale, if it's not in mass, then it's not oppressive. Yeah. In nature, I'm talking about listen to what I'm saying, see, Dave. I'm talking about systemic oppression, because if you're going to relegate this to if anybody ever commits an act of violence, then it's oppressive. It is oppressive to that person, right? Don't get me wrong. But I thought we were having a discussion talking about black men as a group committing or being oppressive to Black people as a group, not individually, right? Is that not the discussion we're having?
Aren't children a group of people?
Yes, they are. But Black men are more. Go ahead.
So if you are abusive, whether it's neglect, physical, psychological, to a group of people, in this category being children, you are therefore an oppressive person. And that's on a systemic level, because children are a group of people that categorized as a group of people. Yep. You cannot just say I'm only going to focus on one when we're talking about children as far as a group. So yes, if by your definition, by your logic, then yes, women can be oppressive.
But they're not. They can't. Yeah, they can be, but they're not. So can we move on? Because they're not. Like, let's just. I hear you. I agree.
About validation of feelings, though. So let's go back to that.
Yeah. So when you said Black men can't be, when you said Black, here's the funny thing, see, Dave, and here's why I always laugh. Here's what I'm saying, in real time, why I would never validate men's feelings when we talk about this stuff, because you have already, just so you know, you already have conceded that Black men are oppressive. But all you want now is for me to say Black women are also oppressive. That's all you want to say, which is a weird take. But because you already moved on.
No, because it would invalidate. The reason you don't want to say it is because it would invalidate your whole illogical statement. Because if you're saying that black men feelings should not be validated because we are oppressive, and did I point out to you in a way that women are oppressive, then you thus must conclude that their feelings shouldn't be validated as well.
No, but that wouldn't. But here's the thing, though. See that
not logically consistent.
It's the reason why it's not logically consistent is because what I said initially was, or what you were the point you were trying to make was, black men cannot be oppressive on a systemic level, right? And I said they can, right? So that's where we started. Shortly within there, you already saw that wasn't going to work. You know what I'm saying? So you pivoted and tried to make a weaker argument, which was, well, black women also can be oppressive or are oppressive to children, right? Where once again, black women, even if I took your idea or your point, right? Let's say I concede the point to you. Cool. Black women are oppressive to black children, but black men are oppressive to black children, black women, and other black men. Do you not see how one of those things are not the same? Because you can't say black women are oppressive to black men because they're not. And you can't say black women are oppressive to other black women because they're not. So all you got, even based on your point, would be, even if I can, look, you got to see, Dave, I concede the point to you. Black women are oppressive to black children. But my point was that black women are far less violent, or in this case, abusive, than black men are. So black men would still be the poster child for oppression in our community. That was the point I was making, right? So even if I concede the point to you, it doesn't negate the fact that black men are still the oppressors in our community. Is that not correct?
Okay, yeah, I can get with that. But the point, so again, if people are saying, if your entire argument is that because black men are oppressive in society, their feelings should not be validated. Is that your argument? I
didn't say black men. You brought up black men. I said men, and then you tried to wiggle out of it and say black men aren't, but I'm telling you men are oppressive.
Let's change it to men.
Okay.
So let's change it to men.
Yeah.
So because men are oppressive in society, that their feelings should not be validated.
Nope. What I think is, and what I know is, there is a system of oppression in place, which is the patriarchy, that black men, white men, and every other man we have a short-term benefit from, right? White men's benefit in patriarchy is greater than black men's benefit, but there is some benefit in the patriarchy for us, right? It hurts us more than it helps us, but there is a short-term benefit for men, and that's the benefit that we latch on to. Since there is a benefit baked into that system, men in general will do everything we can to maintain that advantage. So we will defend the system by all means. And one of the ways we defend the system is we lie about it constantly. So when men come on these platforms and they do what you just tried to do, which is lie about men and diminish the effects of men and what men do and the roles that men play in this system, right? When they try to do that, they are actively causing harm to other men, children, and women.
Which part was the lie?
Do I got to go through it again? When you try to lie and say that black women specifically are oppressive, right? When that was the lie.
You already conceded to that.
Jesus Christ.
So can I add some context here, please? Because this is my.
You just conceded to it. Like, am I missing something? You just conceded to it.
Real fast, see, Dave.
Yes, ma'am.
Who do you think I'm more afraid of outside? Black men or white men?
I have no idea.
What would be logical for you? I don't know how you do it public.
I'm glitching right now, y'all. I ain't gonna even hold you. I'm glitching right now.
Okay, let me put it in more context. As a black woman who lives in a predominantly black neighborhood, who is a more logical threat to me? Black men or white men? No.
It's probably gonna be black men. That's what you're proximity.
I didn't read these two. I got to read these two super chats. Regina Ray said, I think these dudes are conflating emotions with feelings. Feelings can definitely be invalidated, yes. Feelings can be invalidated. Emotions, I'm not. If you're sad, if you're melancholy or whatever, I'm not invalidating that. Like you know what I'm saying, live your life. But the way you feel about something, like C Dave feels like women are oppressive. No, I'm not here for that. Feelings can definitely be invalidated. I can say I feel like all black men are trash. I can feel that way, but it doesn't make it true or valid. Absolutely. Great point. Regina Ray also said you can invalidate feelings by checking the facts. Therapy 101. Oh man, she's spitting. That was great. Go ahead, C Dave. Hey, bang the cash out one time. Let's get up over 200,000 likes, man. Are you not entertained? Let's get it going. Go ahead, brother.
I don't know if she was finished or not.
Oh, I don't know if she was either.
I was gonna ask him. Then that being said, logically, which would black children be more afraid of, black women or black men?
Women.
Public, I'm gonna drop. I commend you. I don't know how you do it.
Okay.
Because when you on a panel with somebody who is being willfully obtuse and they breaking their neck to get around the point just so that they could, this is why you can't validate men, right? Because
this is what I'll be seeing. Do you see what I'm saying? This is y'all seeing the exercise right now. This is literally why I don't validate men's feelings. Literally. I'm not doing it.
Let me land my plane and I'm gonna drop, all right? In a scenario where realistically, it's so dangerous for children to be around random men. It's so dangerous for women to be around random men, in the sense that we literally had that whole bear in the woods and man in the woods conversation, and we know it's real. And this is why we can't validate men, right? Because validating men means lack of validation of women's experience and children's experience. And I'm gonna tell you, there's no more dangerous to black children and women than black men.
100%. 1,000%, Sin. 1,000% black men are what that white girl say? What Taylor Swift say? It's me. Hi. I'm the problem. It's me.
Answer this question, then. Who's the number one perpetuator of unaliving to children?
Over the numbers?
When children, before children.
Hold on, wait, y'all. Wait. So wait, y'all. Wait. So, see, Dave, this question is disingenuous, but I'll break it down for you.
How's it disingenuous?
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Because it's like saying this, and I've made this point a bunch of times. Who is on welfare more, black people or white people? Like the overall numbers.
White people.
White people, right? Okay. What do you think matters more? Because 65% of the country is white, so it would make sense that they would be on welfare, right? More. They would have a larger group on welfare, right?
Okay.
It doesn't prove that like white people are struggling more than black people because they are actually the larger demographic of people, correct?
Right.
Okay, cool. Now, what percentage of welfare recipients are white? Just take a guess if you don't know.
30.
No, it's like 45%, right? But
okay, cool.
They make up 65% of the population. So wouldn't you say that they are underrepresented?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Black people, however, what percentage of black people make up welfare recipients?
Probably about the same, probably about 40.
35%. Okay, cool. So we make up 35% of it. And what percentage of the country is black?
What was it, 15%?
About 15%. So we're overrepresented when it comes to welfare, right? Okay, cool. Now, remember that logic. Now, who is responsible for children more, men or women? Who are children in who makes up the vast majority of custodial parents, for an example? Women. Okay, cool. Now you even want to talk about in the home, who is tasked with the responsibility of child rearing the majority of the time, who spends more hours with the kids, if that makes sense, men or women. Okay, cool. So by that logic, per capita, women don't unalive children more, but overall they do because they spent, of course, they have the kids. So wouldn't it be disingenuous to ask who unalives the kids more? It would be the group of people. So women are underrepresented when it comes to the unaliving of children.
I got you. What's the rate?
I don't know the rate off the top of my head.
So let me ask you this. So what you're talking about is the rate.
Yeah, I'm talking about the rate. Yeah.
We're talking about the rate. I peeped that 13 seconds into what you were talking about. We're talking about the rate. So even when you take the rate
right? Because we understand that women do have children more. We understand that part. Even when you take the rate, women unalive their children at a greater rate than men.
No, they don't.
Even when men are the custodial parents.
No, they don't.
That's not true.
That's a lie. Now that's another lie. That's not true. That's a lie. 1,000% a lie. 1,000,000,000% a lie. Go ahead, BPG.
Okay, well then disprove my lie.
Okay, go ahead, BPG.
Disprove it.
Because I want to say the number is for women, 52% of them are the perpetuators, and for men, it's 48.
Okay.
So that if you look at that ratio, you already know that's
so far off, because once you take into account the amount of time that women spend with, are women only spending 52% of the time with the kids? Fuck no. They're spending like 90% of the time with the kids.
80% of the women are custodial parents, and 20% of the men are the custodial parents. But when you look at the numbers of kids being harmed by women, it's like the number is like 230,000, and the number for men is 213,000, and that's with them spending quite literally
more time. Like if we pretty much see, Dave, if we gave the kids to the fathers, it would be no babies left.
That's a lot.
If we really did what people be screaming, like getting babies to the kids, it'd be child annihilation. It ain't even no laughing matter. It'd be unalive babies everywhere. Every day it'd be 10 babies unalived in this country. Guaranteed.
The way that you are structuring that is proper, because when you look at if you look at 20% of men having access to children and 80% of women having access to children, or being the custodial parent, I'll say, and that 20% of men is doing as much harm. Like if the difference is only 20,000 between the harm that's being perpetuated by men to children as opposed to the 80% of women. For sure, if you double quadruple that ratio of men having access to children or being the custodial parent, for sure you see those numbers go up. Like those numbers would exponentially go up, because again, that's a small number of men who are quite literally doing the same amount of damage as 80% of women.
I got it. Wait, see, Dave, I'm gonna let you go right now. I got to read this super chat, and then they put $5 on C Dave head. Also said he always find a way to blame women. It's disturbing. They all do. And real quick, C Dave, you know what's crazy about what we're saying right now? Men, because you said women are more likely to unalive their children. I like that you had that caveat. Now, who's more likely to unalive children in general?
I don't know. I mean, what do you mean unalive children? Men are not out here unaliving just random children.
What?
No, they're not.
What?
Men are not going out here just unaliving.
Oh, dog. This yeah, bro. Yeah, this you too far gone, C Dave.
You're lying, bro.
You too far. You too far gone, brother.
So you believe that men are just, you made me forget even what my point what I was gonna say, but you believe that men are going out here just unaliving random children.
I hate when y'all say believe. I know it to be true. It is a fact. What are you talking about? It is a fact. Let me put it to you like this, brother. When a baby come up missing, a man did it. When a child comes up missing, when they talk about a child being abducted just randomly at the mall or at the water park or something like that.
Usually that's men doing that.
I know it's, brother.
You are a lot. Who are stealing babies? You talk about that.
This dude is crazy. This is crazy.
When you're talking about children being kidnapped or whatever, it's women who are doing that.
Brother,
we are doing that. When you're talking about
liar.
When you're talking about babies coming up missing or being unalive, that is women. They're the ones drowning their 5 children because they're emotional.
Their kid. Hold on. Go back. See, Dave. See, you vacillating in between the two different points. Their children. You just said it. Who is drowning their children? The women. Okay, cool. I'm not. Who is drowning random children? The men.
Okay. What case is men stealing some random child?
All of them.
Which one?
Everyone. Richard Ramirez. You name the serial unaliver of children. That is a female. Name the female serial unaliver of children.
Children that are males.
I just named one. John Wayne Gacy. I can name a bunch of them.
Children.
He was. John Wayne Gacy was unaliving little boy. See, you don't know shit, bro. You don't know nothing. John Wayne Gacy was snatching up little boys, bro, and was taking them under and was burying them under his house. He was unaliving little boys.
Those boys were 18, 19, 20-something years old.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. He was unaliving little boys, bro. He was unaliving children. He was a clown. He was a clown. That's where they got It from. Where do you think they made the movie It from? What are you talking about? He was a clown that was unaliving boys. He unalived some young men too, but he was unaliving boys. This is crazy. They put 10 on that boy here. They got 15 on C. Dave head. 15.
James Baldwin actually wrote a book about Wayne Williams, who was the man who was committing the Atlanta child unalivings.
That's the other one that's the one that Andre 3000 talked about in that song.
Yeah, and he was like he was gruesomely unaliving those kids. Like, and there was a doctor in London. I can't remember his name, but there was a doctor in London who had thousands of victims. He was over the course of his career. He was
dumping them babies over. That's how they got him. He was dumping them little boys over. They heard the splash, and the police went and investigated. They didn't catch him that time though, but that's what they heard. I was like, how y'all did?
They only actually they caught him, and I want to say they charged him for 2, and it was like based off of a technicality.
Yeah, all the other dozens, they were just like, we can't even do nothing with him.
He committed dozens.
Yep.
Though. And that's the thing. Like when you look at those numbers, especially the best way to look at that, like if you look at because this is a hot topic right now, but when you look at those kids who are being unalived or raped in the Congo, those kids who are being unalived and raped in Gaza, kids who are being unalived and raped in in Russia. I mean, quite literally everywhere there is war. The Ukraine. Everywhere there is war, you see men who are raping and unaliving children and women on a consistent basis. That's the first thing that happens.
Yep.
The first thing that happens when war is enacted is that the children and the women of whatever country is being invaded are violated first.
Yep. Let me read this Cash App. Kim said, easiest Google search ever. That's all he had to do. 2 seconds. Also, Regina Renee was the one that paid to finish. She finished out C Dave. She said $35 towards C Dave therapy copay. This is why I have a support group for women, because child, these fools will have us all crazy. Ain't that the motherfucking truth? I'm stressing out. That stressed me out, man. I can't take. Y'all want me to look on some real shit. Y'all want me to validate men's feelings when this man just got up here and tried to lie to our face. It is 750 people in these rooms collectively. He just lied to 750 people plus the other 200 people watching. It's 1,000 people watching right now. This man just said men the people who be snatching up the babies and unaliving the random babies are the men. I mean, are the women. Boy. Bye. Miss Chrissy Baby said the largest group that consume children being unalived on dark web are men. Also, the people doing it, by the way, Chrissy, are men. Man arrested in I don't see what that says. New Zealand for that. Yeah. I saw that. The dude fled to the Philippines. Yep. What is that man in the box saying? I don't know, Miss Chrissy. I don't know what he was talking about, but he was the lies. The lies was crazy. There was a lot of lies going on.
I think the part that makes it just most believable that he really, really believes that is the fact that he's a police officer. Mm-hmm. That part makes it so. I believe that he sincerely doesn't see it because of the fact that he's an op by trade. Like when you do that kind of work, and especially when you there are specific kind of people who get into that kind of work because they like the power that's associated with it.
Yeah.
They like that unmitigated power where they can just do whatever it is they choose to do, and it's sort of your word against mine. Like those kinds of people, they don't even allow for it to enter into other people's minds the idea that somebody is capable of this, because they have to have space in order to do the things like they. And I'm not saying that the man is a rapist or anything like that, because I don't know that to be true. But they for sure present, like, because we had this issue before with him, right, where he was talking about, you know, how his partner is, you know, obligated to sex with him, and how that's abuse if they don't allow him to have, you know,
intercourse,
that experience of them in order for them to have intercourse. Like, there is for sure a trend, and I think that the thing is that a lot of these dudes, especially when they're red pill, they know what their brand is. They know that we know what their brand is, because the number one thing about branding is not what you say, it's what other people think. We all know what a horse is based on what the what the makeup is. If you tell me four-legged animal galloping through the woods, surely I'm not going to think of a cat. Like, I know exactly what you're talking about. And a lot of these guys fit the bill for red pill, incel, you know, misogynistic men. And for whatever reason, they want to push back against that so that they can still blend in with the rest of society, so that they can get away with doing these really weird, sick, twisted things.
Man, that was crazy. I ain't gonna even hold you. That was weird as hell. I didn't understand that one bit. Why would you do that? Why would you say that? We got to stop. Hey, men ask me every day, what do we got to do? We got to stop lying. But real quick, I got a quick story to share with y'all. I was almost abducted by a woman a long time ago when I was a little child. I think I told y'all this, but I almost got abducted by a child. And somebody put it in the comments. They said that when women abduct the children, they raise them. And I believe that. I believe that woman that was trying to abduct me, I don't think she was going to hurt me. I think she just was going to raise me. I was going to be her black baby. It was a white woman too, by the way. It was an old white woman. I don't know how she was going to explain it, but she was what Ricky Ricardo said, Lucy, you got some splaining to do. She was going to have some splaining to do to somebody, but she was an old white woman. Like, I don't think she was going to take me to, like, unalive me. Like, what was she going to do? Turn me into a smack slave? Probably not. I ain't going to even hold y'all. But yeah, I got saved. Hey, y'all, that lady took my hand. I remember bits and pieces of what happened. I was 6 when it happened. I remember bits and pieces of it, but I don't remember the whole thing. My mom, we were at Buster Brown's shoe store buying some shoes. My mom, I was sitting on the bench. My mom was looking at the shoes, and she was grabbing the shoes. And I remember being in the store, and I remember walking through the mall, and I remember I got right outside the door of the mall, and a bunch of, like, cops and people just converged on us, and somebody just grabbed my hand, and that's it. That's all I remember. And then, you know, obviously, you know, so my mom, as soon as the lady took me, I probably was out of her sight. She might have missed me for about a minute and a half. And in that minute and a half, she got on it. She went and kicked in a high gear. She reported it real quick, thank goodness. And the lady couldn't get out the mall. So that's how fast. And they responded very fast, thank goodness. So yeah, they saved me. I was in Long Beach Mall. I was 6. So this was 87, 88, somewhere around there. Saved your boy, man. I was gone. I was on my way. I don't know where I was going, but I ain't gonna hold y'all. I really don't think that lady was snatching me up to go unalive me. But with that being said, but if it was a man,
yeah. But if you think about it, like, there aren't any.
All right. Okay. All right.
But if you think about it, like, a lot of those stories that we hear, you have not heard of a story, and it's not to say it doesn't exist, but you have not heard of a story of a man kidnapping a child and he takes that child home to raise it.
Never.
Like, you've never heard that. And I'm sure the story exists somewhere, but you've never heard of the story. The craziest part is men will bring random kids home, but they be their kids.
It be they side chick. They walk in the house with the side chick baby, introducing them to the family.
You know what I mean? and having a wife raising the side chick kid, but never like just a random kid off the street. And you do find women who are in, and this is by no means to excuse that because it's still psychotic, but you have these women in the state of like psychosis who are taking these babies or picking up these kids because they either, usually the story is she had a bunch of miscarriages, or she had a bunch of babies that were like, stillborn or whatever, and she wanted to be a mom. It's not even necessarily that she would have been a good mom, because some of these women be on drugs and all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But she wanted a baby. She didn't have one, or she couldn't have one, so she went and found a bunch of babies, like Raising Arizona. Like, I don't know if anybody else has
I
seen
used
that
to
movie.
love that movie.
That movie's hilarious.
I used to love Raising Arizona. That's one of my favorite. That's a cult classic right there. Damn, see, you a real movie buff. I like that. I respect that.
I do this for real. But yeah, but like movies like that, you see a woman who is just desperate to be a mom, and that's why she's taking a child. When you get them stories like doggone, what's the movie where the girl went in the ditch and never came back, child? The Lovely Bones. That's the story of what happens when men randomly pick up kids, where kids go into spaces and they never come back out, or something horrific is happening to them while they're there, and they experience these, horrible things.
Remember the dead giveaway? That dude when they saved the girls, I think he was like in Ohio, and
you talking about Unbreakable, Kimmy?
Yeah,
Kimmy Smith.
Yeah. Yep. And he was
that's my show. I was watching that yesterday.
No. You know what I'm talking about? That's not Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. I'm saying that, remember that story of the women that were in that house for years. I mean, he was having babies with the women, like with the girl. He kept and then the girl, like, something happened one day and she finally got loose. She ran out the house and she was asking for help, and she was like, it's more people in that house. And the black dude was telling the funniest story ever. He had his hair combed back, and he was like, I knew it was something up when a little white girl jumped in the arms of an old black man. Dead giveaway.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but I can't think of the name of it.
Dead giveaway.
It was another one.
Charles Ramsey. Yep, that was his name. That man said, I was just sitting down about to eat my McDonald's. Hey, man, I'm about to watch that shit tonight. No, that's a true story. I know. He was telling that whole story to that man. It was all them people around him. He was getting interviewed on the street, and he told the whole story. Yeah, Mike S. Perry.
That happens often. Like, if you I can't listen to Lauryn Hill's the Strumming My Pain with his finger. I can't listen to that song because the guy who produced that song, he didn't kidnap them, but he was married to a woman and he had a whole slew of daughters, and he just kept impregnating his daughters. Like, when they would reach a certain age, I want to say it was like 7 or 8 or something like that, like, he would marry them, and he just convinced it was almost like a cult. Like, he convinced their entire family that this was something that he was supposed to do. And then he started impregnating his daughters at like a very, very young age. And it wasn't like 1 or 2 or 3. Like, he had like, I want to say like a dozen daughters or something like that. Don't quote me on the number because I'm not sure.
Yeah, whatever. It was a bunch of
multiple daughters though. But like, this goes to show you, for one, how close this is, because this stuff is happening on a consistent basis in comparison to what's happening with women. Like, you haven't heard of, and to use Kimmy Schmidt as a reference, there was an episode where one of the girls who was they got rescued from a bunker, but one of the other girls who was the cult leader's wife decided that she was gonna get a bunker, and she was gonna kidnap a bunch of boys, and they were gonna be her husbands. Except by the end of it took her like a week or 3 weeks or something like that, and she was tired of it because they were acting like teenage boys. Like, all they wanted to do was play video games. They never washed up, so the house smelled horrible. Like, in the scene, they were like drinking her milk out of the carton, and she was like stressed because she was a woman, she had one baby, which, the whole show, it was really weird and disgusting, but she had one baby. She was exhausted from that baby, but she had all these boys that she had to take care of. So she was absolutely exhausted, but the show was trying to play up like how in reverse that doesn't work, because the way that boys are socialized and the way that girls are socialized, if you take a bunch of boys into a house and you're trying to make them like your child husbands, you will be exhausted because that won't be a benefit to you.
You're gonna end up cleaning up after them.
Right.
And they're gonna get big enough to unalive you. So that's the thing. It's like raising pit bulls and then abusing. It's like Siegfried and Roy abusing that lion. Like you can't if you're a woman, you can't raise no boy and abuse him, because for so long he gonna turn into Kemper and your head off and your mama head off. I was gonna say, you mentioned something, BPG. You said how men will bring the side side woman baby over. You know what's crazy about that? Because men complain so much about paternity fraud, but I will bet anything that more men have brought over side babies than women have committed paternity fraud.
100%.
I mean, when I tell you more, I ain't saying it's close. I'm saying it dwarfs. The other one dwarfs, like the side baby is dwarfing paternity fraud. And that's why I think it's funny, because if men could have babies, the amount of paternity fraud that would exist.
For sure. The amount of men that I know who have wives and them and their wife got 1 or 2 kids, but this man got 8, 12, 13 kids. And none of them are the majority of them are just like spread about throughout all of these different houses. And like the amount of men that I know who have like you have a random uncle or a random cousin that your family took in to help, and come to find out you wasn't actually helping with that kid. Like that was really his kid on the side, and the reason why the child came to live with them because the mama got fed up. But he fed you this story about this random kid that y'all both knew. It's a kid at the church. It's a kid, that y'all know down the street. And he like, oh, well, the mama put him out and we got to help this boy or this girl or whatever. Come to find out it's his kid the whole time. And I know that this is true because my father-in-law, I'm going to say this, I'm going to mute. My father-in-law used to say this all the time. And I didn't put 2 and 2 together until I was much older, that if you feed them long enough, they'll start to look like you. No, they didn't. They started to look like you because it was your kid.
Don't leave that part out.
You wasn't bringing in a kid, and like after a while that kid started to get your features because you was taking care of them. No, these men was bringing these random kids in the house, and maybe as a small child they didn't look like them, but as they got older they did, because it was really their kid.
Damn. Regina Ray said she almost got abducted by a cop when I was little. God damn. He wasn't up to no good. Speaking of cops, C Dave, go ahead, the prototype. I'm out. Hey, go ahead, the prototype. Go ahead, brother. I'm listening.
What's up, Paul?
Chilling, man. Make sure that mic is good, man. Y'all mics be low. We got to make sure we good for the YouTubes. Make sure that mic is good, brother.
You can hear me?
Barely.
Okay. I got my Bluetooth here sitting right now.
Yeah, it sounds like you underwater.
You want me to drop try to get some more?
Okay. Hey, hold on. Let me Nah, C Dave was a cop. Can y'all hear him on YouTube's? Let me know. If you can, I'm gonna let him talk, because I don't think I know Osa, all the usuals. They all showed up. Man, I'm gonna drop you. It's the mic ain't right. But hey, we did it, Joe. We got the 3 hours and 26 minutes. It's a good live. I appreciate everybody coming up. Everybody in the group chat, man. I love y'all. Everybody in the comments. I gotta eat. It's 4:27. My tummy rumbling. Shout out to the best mods in the business. All the new subs, all the old subs, all the new subs, old subs on the YouTube. Shout out to everybody that did the super chat on the YouTubes. Naya, Mod, Minas, Osa, Yasmin, Trentrella, Kitty, Regina, Shelly, Sunrise East, Rachel, Mrs. Tia, Tam. Appreciate y'all. Miss Chrissy, baby, I appreciate y'all. Good looking, man. The comments were commenting. I'm I'm gonna leave y'all with these words. That's why we don't validate men's feelings. Haters come back tomorrow. That's why we don't validate men's feelings. Y'all seen it happen in real time. Y'all saw the crash outs happen in real time. I don't be making this stuff up. I don't know why they get so mad at me for pointing out the obvious truth. What y'all want me to do? Y'all get mad at me for saying don't validate men's feelings, and then y'all come up here and give us every reason to not validate men's feelings. I'll be wanting to validate men's feelings, but goddamn, they definitely bang the Cash App on the way out. $1 a do. Let's keep the live alive, man. Support the live one time. It's a Sunday. Put something in the collections plate for the pastor, as the church would say, or as they would say at church. JoJo said it. They don't validate my feelings, and I'll be trying to be objective. They be mad at me, and I'll be trying to be objective. I ain't trying to win an argument. You got it. We ain't debating. There's no debate here. The debate come back when I'm talking about who's better, Kobe, LeBron, or Jordan. That's a debate. Who to GOAT, MJ or Prince? That's a debate. Now we can debate some stuff. What's your favorite Jordans? The ones, the fours? Which ones you like? Mine's is the fours. Samantha, appreciate you. Ones is number 2. Yasmin, thanks for the super sticker. The 2s is the worst. You know what I'm saying? That's a debate. I'm not about to debate with y'all about shit like who commits more violence in the community, black men or black women. That's not a debate. That ain't a feeling that I have. It's not like I'm just going with my gut on that one. Like, I think it's black men. No. What are you talking about? It's absolutely black men, by far. Not even close. Debating nacho cheese or Cool Ranch. Not a debate. Cool Ranch. That's not a debate. It's Cool Ranch. Grow up. Everybody knows that. Duh. Yeah, MJ or Prince, flip a coin. Flip a coin. Yeah. Cool Ranch make your breath smell a little bit hotter, but you all right. You be all right. Get some Winter Fresh. Mike Jack over Prince is diabolical, though. I ain't going to even hold y'all. That's a different, I don't even want to debate that. Y'all going to get me mad. I don't even be getting mad on these lives. That's the type of shit get me upset right there. Now, I fucks with Mike Jack, though. Yeah. Nikki said the 2s, you crazy. Jordan 2s is trash. I used to hoop in Jordan 2s for some guy. They cool for hooping. They had a lot of cushion in them, but nah, them trash. They boo-boo. We're not going to do that. Nacho cheese over Cool Ranch, that's your preference. And that's okay. I'm not going to shame you for your preference. Okay? I'm not going to shame you for your preference. Spicy nacho. I don't do the spice like that. It's body bomb, I believe. All right, y'all. Hey, I'm when this video